Good afternoon, everybody, and a very big Merry Christmas, everybody, and I hope you had a fantastic day. It's a big one today, guys. Newcastle United, Aston Villa from St. James's Park, and it is live here on Matchday Live on the Toon Review. And as usual, if you do enjoy the show today, please do hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and like what you see, please do subscribe. You need to be a subscriber to take part in the chat today. It only takes 2 seconds and it is completely free. So please do just hit that subscribe button and join us today as we now look towards 35,000 subscribers, which is incredible. And with your help, we can get there sooner rather than later. You can support the channel in the usual 2 ways. First of all, via membership, which is the join button just underneath me and Billy. And of course, super chats are available. And that's the $sign underneath the live chat. And that will guarantee your comment to be read out on the show. And of course, a massive thank you again to our sponsors, Mamaroo Records, based in Whitley Bay. All your vinyl music, your CDs, your music merchandise, sporting merchandise, gift cards. You can get it all from Mamaroo Records, based in the centre of Whitley Bay. And if you can't get into the middle of Whitley Bay, then you can visit them online, and that is pinned at the top of the description. Give them a visit and tell Steve that you're a TTR viewer, and I'm sure he will do you a very, very good deal. Good afternoon, Billy Trey.
Happy Boxing Day to all of our Magpie Massive viewers out there in Viewerland.
And how was Christmas for the Trey?
Very quiet, actually, but yeah, enjoyable. Yeah, I had a nice day yesterday. Tired today, though, for some reason, but there you go.
Well, I think everybody's like that, to be honest. Lemon Tea, who's been a member with us for 11 months, says, hope everyone had a good Christmas. 4-3 win to the Toon today in a classic. I don't think I could take a 4-3.
No.
I don't know what it is about Christmas. I mean, I was in bed at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I was ill. I just couldn't keep my eyes open, just felt really lethargic, no energy, nothing. Totally wiped out. But I'm feeling a little bit more human today. So, you know, and then you're under the weather as well, Billy. You going straight back to your pit after the game.
As soon as this game's finished, I'm off up the stairs to my bed. I'm absolutely cream cracking. Yeah, I'm under the weather myself, yeah.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? Absolutely mental. I think it's just seems to be the time of year. I mean, looking back at the Man City game earlier on, there's a couple of players gone down with illnesses and stuff like that. So everybody's got it at the minute. But hey, Newcastle to put a big smile on our faces and make us feel better today. There's no doubt about that. Anyway, let's look at the 2 teams, shall we? And this is how Newcastle United line up. One change. Tino Livramento is not in the squad. Not sure whether that's actually illness or whether he's injured. Sorry, Billy?
2 changes.
2?
Joe Linton for Joe Willock.
Oh, Christ, yes. Well, I'm looking at the normal 11 when Joe Linton's fit. Of course it is. Joe Linton back in the squad, of course. Willock drops down to the bench, and Kieran Trippier takes over at right back. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with Livramento, Billy, but obviously he's not available, and Trippier comes in.
Yeah, maybe he's got a bit of the Christmas bug that we've got. Who knows? But Trippier in is an able substitute, gives us something in attack also. Yeah. Joe Linton back in. Nice to see he's just playing the right plays in the right positions. Yeah, it's a good lineup for me, the way we're playing at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is how Villa line up. They go with Martinez, Cash, Concert, Pau, Digne, Kamara, Tielemans, Onana, McGinn, Rodgers, and Duran, Billy.
Yeah, I fancy us today against that high line. They have got a very good attack mind. Rodgers and Duran are out playing out the skin at the minute.
Yeah,
Duran's keeping Watkins out the side, so that tells you a lot of things. Tielemans, Onana, and McGinn in the middle of the park, and Kamara. Yeah, it's a nice setup for them. But I think with that high line they play, I think we can get at them today.
So you think that the high line will kill Villa today, do you?
Yes, they play a high line defensively, and I think the pace that we've got with Murphy, Zach, and Gordon, and potentially people joining in on with that as well. Yeah, we could get some glory today. Well,
hopefully you're right, Billy. Hopefully you are right. Let's get some comments in and have a look at what people have been saying. Jack says, after City dropping 2 points today, we have to get a win and solidify our position in the European spots. Finished 1-1 at the Empty Had today. Lots of cold bugs going around at the moment. It's not so much cold bug, man, just lethargic, just knackered.
Yeah.
Chris says, Tino's ill, according to a few journalists. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. Expecting dirty cheating fouls, says Anthony. Well, your old mate McGinn will certainly be put himself about, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's a rat. He's a rat, that one.
Yeah, he likes to get stuck in, absolutely. Martin says, glad trips in. Livermento just not been in or on it the last few games. Something missing. Paul says, Duran, the inform man to stop. Stefan says, hello, everyone. Hope everyone has had a good Christmas. Pedro says, what's this I'm hearing? PIF buying Newcastle Airport? Yes, it seems to be that they are well into negotiations to buy Newcastle Airport.
Yep.
Shane over in Australia, hope you're well, mate. I've heard from you for a while. Morning, gents. Anyone else quietly confident we come out and absolutely destroy Villa? Well, I actually said that in the preview. Well, not the preview, but our Christmas show. I predicted a big score. I can't quite remember. I think it was 3 or 4 nil. I don't know why. Just I think we're playing superbly well at the moment, and we have a big opportunity today. I guess we'll wait and see. Livermento unwell is all the confirmations through. Kendo says festive greetings, folks. Simon says Merry Christmas. A win for the Toon today. Andrew says this will be a tough test in the last 3 games. It certainly will. Villa, of course, last time out beat Man City. Am I right, Billy? Or the beat. And then they went and beat Brentford as well, didn't they? So they're having a good time of it lately, but Man City clearly not on form. We are. Villa are going to see that as a test for them today.
They don't like coming to St James's Park, do they?
15, I think, last 15 attempts they failed to win.
The only time they've won up here is when we've had man sent off. Obviously, Bowyer and Dyer, 2005, and Shearer, 1998. 1999, when you only sent them off for getting fouled twice. So if we can keep 11 players on the pitch, we should be at least not losing it.
Yeah. Kendo thinks this will be tight, but Hart is going for 4-2. Brian H., thank you very much for your super chat. 3 points today. Merry Christmas, TTR. Thank you very much for that. I mean, I'm really hoping for 3 points today. It will really, I mean, Billy, the way the league is at the minute, 3 points is going to really solidify us up at the top end.
Yeah, if we get 3 points today, it takes us above Man City. I mean, when's that time we were above Man City on, going into the new year? Been a long time. So, yeah, we're going to be up into the top 6 if we win today. Great news for us.
Absolutely. Wacky says, when I was a lad, parents used to tell school, you really don't want him today. Day off for me. John says, next 3 games should be attractive to watch. Well, attractive and hopefully lots of points for Newcastle United. Of course, Manchester United next on the horizon, Billy. Just have to make sure we take the rat catchers and the Mousechester United. I think they're getting known of lately, Billy.
Yeah, not going great for them, is it? Mr. Rubin isn't doing so well as what people thought he would.
No. Don't you mean Mr.
How many in?
Yes. The little fella says, afternoon, lads. I'll be happy with any points today, but win will do us good in the confidence. Hey, no, let's not start talking like that. We'll take anything. We'll take a win. Thank you very much. Mansook says, I'm at St James's right now. I'm surprised I got signal, but I'm going to sing my heart out. Yeah, wait till kick off, mate. That's when it all disappears. Paul World says 3 to 4 goals in our last few games, hoping we do the same again today. Absolutely. Ronald says, are you doing the Super 6, Paul? Certainly am. But I'm not going to tell you what I put bets on. That's a certainty. You will have to wait and find out. Are you joining the Super 6, Billy?
No.
Why?
Because I always forget. It's a waste of time.
Well, I'm going to have to remind you, Billy. We've got a TTR league now, but of course, some people who started the Soccer 6 at the start of the season are way ahead.
There you go.
Of where I am.
I'll do it next season.
I've already got 11 points on the board. I had a good week last time. Last time out, I was flying. Christopher says, last time we lost at home to Villa, Bowyer and Dyer were throwing haymakers at each other. They were sent off along with Stephen Taylor, who thought he got shot by a sniper in the stands. That was horrendous. Yeah. And as it said, Paul Host, hope my comments didn't confuse you, mate. There was for Paul World. I kind of gathered that. Don't worry, mate. Let's see. Tooney Paul says, I'm backing a Tonali, Murphy, and Bruno goal. Indeed.
Good stuff.
Indeed. Let's hopefully we do. I mean, look, Billy, looking at that Villa side, you mentioned the high line. To be honest, Pau Torres and Consa in the middle, Luca Dean on the left, and of course Matty Cash at right back. You look at those defenders and think, over the past, they've been defenders that we can get at, and I'm hoping we can do the same again today.
Absolutely. Gordon Space against Cash going to be key as well. It's the man behind him that's the one that you got to beat. Amy Marsden is probably the best goalkeeper in the world at the minute. So, as much as a dickhead as he is, he's a fantastic goalkeeper. So, to get past the defence is one thing. To get past him is another. However, we haven't found it hard in recent years. So,
I'm expecting McGinn to run around like a headless chicken early on and try and maybe wind Joe Linton up, Billy, because if Emery's done his homework, he'll probably say, look, let's get stuck into the midfield, knock them off the guard. If we can disrupt the midfield, that's probably our best opportunity of getting something from the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, McGinn's, for all the rattiness, he's a good player as well. I mean, he can create problems. He's one of them players that covers every blade of grass.
Yeah.
But against Joe Linton's physicality, is he going to be that much of a rat? I wouldn't have thought so. I can't see him going up against Bruno and trying to be ratty, and the same with Joe Linton. So, interesting.
Now, on the bench, I mean, they've got Ross Barkley, they've got Buendia, Ollie Watkins, Leon Bailey, of course, Diego Carlo. They do have people who can change games. It's a very strong Villa bench.
They have depth, don't they? That's the advantage of selling Jack Grealish for all the money they sold him for and able to invest in the squad more than we've been able to.
Yeah.
And their bench is a lot stronger than ours was at any time last season. But, I mean, Ross Barkley for Luton destroyed us twice. So, yeah, we've got to be careful. It's not a case of just winning the game and then them coming on, subs coming on at the end of the game. They could change things for them. So, we have to be really careful.
And I think, when Tielemans went there, Billy, he wasn't quite doing it for Leicester, was he? Everything had thought he was done. He'd had his head turned and he wasn't committed to Leicester anymore. And he didn't have the greatest of starts with Villa, but it seems to be really first on the team sheet for Emery these days.
Yeah, well, they play around him, don't they? He's the kind of base for all. He's got the creative stuff. He's caused us problems while he was at Leicester. But it's what moods you get Tielemans in. If he's getting overran by Bruno and Tonali and Joe Linton,
knock him off his game kind of thing. Yeah,
then he's a different player. You can get rid of him, no problem, because he's not the mentally most strong, if you like.
Trevor says there's not too much on our bench to change the game if needed. We need signings next month. Get liking, guys. Over 1,300 watching so far. Please do hit the like button. Hi, it's me. So sorry, have to say it. Pickford humbling Haaland. Love it. It was a poor penalty. It was a poor penalty. I don't know whether you saw it, Bill. It was a poor penalty from Haaland right at the start of the second half. Big opportunity to put Man City in front, and he really fluffed it. Terrible penalty.
Something not right there, isn't there?
Man City, definitely. De Bruyne coming on with only 15 minutes left in the game. There's got to be something going on there, without a doubt. Rumble Red says 20 to 11 p.m. here in China and up early in the morning. Certainly hope the lads make this worthwhile. Our recent form gives me faith.
Good stuff.
Julie J says Duran and Villa. Duran paraded the European Cup at Villa Park in 1982. Well, there you go. Chris at Evermore, good afternoon, buddy. Bruno straight into Tielemans from the off, and he'll shit it. Let's hope so. Trevor, that's where we need the biggest change. It's in the second 11. I think we got a very good first 11, but again, I still think we need a right-hand side of Billy. No disrespect to Murphy. I mean, he could come out and do the business yet again for us today. And, all the talk will be, well, do we need a right-hand side? Yes, we do. But Murphy is perfect to have around, but we do need to address that position, don't we?
Definitely, without a doubt. We can't expect Jacob Murphy to be doing it week in, week out for months on end. Because if that was the case, he'd have done it already, wouldn't he? He'd be playing the form that he has done for the past 3 weeks, all of his career. He'd be playing for England every week. Yeah. So, no, he's not the answer all the time.
H says, best team, best channel to watch along with. Thank you very, very much. Blake C, good afternoon. Claire says, as long as they take none of our players in January. Indeed. Lesnide says, let's all laugh at City again. It never gets old, does it? I mean, listen, I don't really sort of feel the same when Man City loses to what I do when I see Manchester United losing. because when Manchester United lose, it's funny. It's really funny. I don't have the same sort of hatred towards Manchester City as what I do for Man United. No doubt about it.
Man City losing gives the people that we hate the most pleasure. So
more opportunities, yeah, absolutely. Keith says, "Is that a new top, Paul?" It is. It is. It's the Newcastle United training top. Kindly bought for me for Christmas. Thank you, Susan. And I got a T-shirt as well, Newcastle T-shirt, and a gilet, Billy.
You got a gilet, yeah?
I got a gilet, yeah, which is very, very nice. Nice and warm. KB, good afternoon over there in Belfast. Hope you're well. Shearer69 going for a 4-0 win today. Wow. Confident. Champions League teams don't sell their blue chip players, nor should we. Well, it's certainly looking, Billy, like 5 teams from the Premier League will get into the Champions League this season. What do you make of that?
Looks that way, yeah. Got a better European start. I mean, Villa have done really well. Chelsea top of the Conference League. Yeah, 5 teams in Europe gives in the Champions League gives us a great chance of getting there, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Cristobal says, "How many players do we need if we manage to get Europa League or better?" Well, listen, I think they'll really try and improve the squad for that. Come what may, we'll just have to wait and see. But I think the squad will be dramatically improved if we get into Europe. But again, it's going to be down to FFP, etc. Simon's got a good feeling we're going to do really well today. The game that is really going to kick our season in the right direction, upwards. Come on, NUFC. Stop picking on Mafinho. He's doing a great job. Who's picking on Mafinho? No, wow. I mean, please, guys, listen to what we're saying properly. I saw a ridiculous comment earlier on one of the old videos, Billy, from last week before Christmas. Just stating that it was only a couple of weeks ago that this channel was mentioning the Eddie Outers and all of this. And thank you very much from a happy clapper. It just beggars logic sometimes, the crap that we get on the some of the comments. Jordan says 86-year-old Grandad John loves the channel.
Good stuff. Hi, Grandad John.
Grandad John, nice you to join us, matey. Hope you enjoy the game today. I don't have an axe to grind with City. They rattle the greedy 6 with every success. And Rolly, good afternoon, buddy. Hope you both had a good Christmas, looking for a good performance, and the goals will come. I think that's the thing, Billy. If we play as well as we have been, then we will get chances against this Villa defence today.
Absolutely. It's whether we take them or not. I want to see more from Gordon today. I want to see he's not been quite up to the rest of the standard of the rest of the front 3. I think he'll play well today. But yeah, the pace, it's our pace against their back 4. I think it's going to be key to everything. I'm really looking forward to seeing Zach today. He's in the same mood as he was the other day. And Bruno and Toon Army as well. Could be a good game of football, this.
It's his finishing, I think, for Anthony Gordon, Billy.
Yep.
I think if he can get his finishing done and dusted, he'll be fine. I do bless my cotton socks, ladies and gentlemen. That crept up on me there. Trippier up against Morgan Rogers. Yeah, look, I'm confident Trippier will come in and play well today.
Absolutely.
Shade Gaming says, I'm saying 3-1 win. It would be nice if Eddie brought on Asula earlier on in the second half because he always leaves it too late. I think it's going to depend how this game is today, to be honest.
Don't be expecting Asula unless there's like 4 or 5 injuries. Just
yeah, I'm not expecting to see Will Asula today. Absolutely not, unless it's 5-0. Richard says he heard that sneeze down here. Well, thank you very much. Formal dance this afternoon, Chris from Evermore. Hope you had a good Christmas. Julie J says, I hate Everton, but I love Daishi.
Well done.
Who was, by the way, supporting a lovely black with yellow stripe tracksuit today, which sort of matched the away strip. Baz Down Under said, Trip, you better play well. There is nothing behind him. Well, that's normally the case with a right back, Baz, to be honest. There's normally nothing behind you as a right back. Troll says, Trips has lost pace and that worries me, but not as much as Doobs does. Well, listen, all they can do is be the very best they can be today, starting from the off. Defend well, play well, and we will win the game, in my opinion. I think if we play well, we are better than Aston Villa. But if we're not up to it and Villa want it more, Villa will beat us. It's as simple as that. Villa will beat us. And sometimes, Billy, that's what it boils down to. Which team wants it more?
Absolutely. I must be honest. I just think the fact that St James's helps us. I think the crowd today, it's about this. Is the first time I've been worried about the keeper as such with their forward line, because they will get between the defence and the goalkeeper. It's how Dubs deals with it. So today is the first time, really. It's his first test, really, for me, Dubravka.
Do you expect him to be tested a lot today, Billy?
Yes, I think absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Villa are testing everyone they're playing against. And Duran's in a streak of form. He's lethal. Rodgers is lethal as well. And that's without looking at, Tielemans and people coming off the bench like Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
They're a good side. They're a very good side.
We've got a super chat from Kieran. Thanks, mate. Hi, Paul. Did you get the email I sent you regarding the Bruno shirt? And do you need more info? No, mate, I've got it. Don't worry. But that we'll have to wait till New Year's out the way and everything gets back to normal. And that's when the prizes will be sent out, matey. But don't worry. I got all the emails for the prizes and they will be sent in the new year. Paul White says, we will see how a proper measure of Dubs today. Fingers crossed. He's going to be tested from I expect, Billy, with who Villa have got playing. I think balls into the box he'll have to deal with, because I expect from both sides they will try and put the ball in for Duran.
Well, certainly they'll be putting through the channels for him to win onto, and it's the pace of Share and Burn. So Dubravka's got to be alive, and he's got to be not hesitant as he was this time last year, of course.
Yeah, it's the hesitation, and he'll have to be on his mark. Tielemans, of course, is very, very capable, as is McGinn in a way of playing those through balls, Billy. So the Rodgers, Duran, as we've seen a lot this season, he likes to run onto balls and take shots early. So we've got to be wary of that straight off the bat.
Well, yeah, Dubravka's got to be. Maybe it's not a case of getting to Duran's feet. You can put him in for 30 yards. You don't care.
Yeah,
he'll flip from anywhere, and he seems to be lethal at the minute. Hopefully, today won't be one of those days where everything he hits turns to goal.
Yeah. Chris at Evermore says these next 3 games will show whether we're back or a turn the corner. Beat the next 3, and no reason to think Champions League can't be achieved. Well, if we win the next 3, definitely. I think that puts a real marker down, doesn't it, Billy? Not just to the fans of Newcastle United, but to the Premier League, to Absolutely. Say we have turned the corner. We are now ready to strike.
Yeah, I think a win today against Villa will definitely make the rest of the league look up and think they're back. They're back. And I think the confidence then going into Old Trafford on Monday, I think that sets in really good stead.
Yeah, absolutely. Super chat from Graham Ritchie. Thank you, Graham. It will be a big test for Dubravka. Let's hope he is up to it. Season's greetings from the Cayman Islands. Thank you very much. Frieden says we need a new keeper in January with Dub's feet. We see how much better our play floats. I mean, he does get us going better for me than Nick Pope does with his feet, Billy, because he's confident with his feet. He's not holding back. He likes to get play started quickly, and his distribution's been, it's been excellent since he's been back in the first team.
That's what he's had to concentrate on. Let's be honest. All he's had to concentrate on is getting the ball to his own players, and he's very good at that. He's hard to say to make in 3 games. He probably will have some work to do today. Let's hope he can do it. Yeah,
I expect him to have a little bits and bobs. Big test maybe for Share and Burn, Billy. Probably a bigger test than what they've had in recent games.
I mean, Duran's pretty physical, but he's quick as well. So that's the test. That's a big test for me. And in a lot of ways, it's a test for Tonali as well to kind of block those balls off and maybe block his runs off.
Claire says, must admit. Laura says, must admit, not too confident today. Why, Laura? Why wouldn't you be confident the way we've been playing? I'm really confident. Look, if we get shit on, then I'll kick off about it. But I'm really confident today. Moggy says he's surprised Botman's not on the bench yet. I'm not, to an extent. I think it was always going to be back end of December, really, wasn't it? I mean, I know we're at the back end of December now, but you know what I'm talking about. Probably Monday night, maybe we'll see Botman on the bench at Old Trafford.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think you're going to see him before the cup tie.
I think you start that
potentially.
Yeah, probably play an hour or so. I would reckon, Billy, in the cup tie.
Potentially.
Yeah,
he might even come off the bench then.
Yeah, good point.
It's a big injury.
Now I have worked out, Billy, how to put just the stadium effects on today.
And good stuff.
So I'm going to just take the sound off while the players are coming out, and then I'll have the stadium effect on. But I'm not sure how it'll come across on the microphone because it's a noise cancelling microphone. So we may not, but I'll try it, see what it's like. As the players are coming out the tunnel, Billy.
They are indeed.
Glorious sunshine up here in the northeast today. I couldn't believe it, Billy, when I took the kids up to the mums yesterday afternoon before I collapsed into my bed. It was 14 degrees.
Good. Long may that continue.
On Christmas Day.
It's meant to be snowing tomorrow, isn't it?
Well, not here. I don't know. I haven't checked the forecast. Is it just in your area or is it all over the UK?
I just seen it come up on a thing there. Snow tomorrow. I guess that could mean Antarctica. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of social media posts going on about how it's going to be the worst snowstorm since 1976 and all of this, and it never bloody is, to be honest.
Good.
Anyway, Newcastle line up: Dubravka. They go with Trippier, Byrne, Shea, and of course Lewis Hall. Midfield three of Bruno, Tonali, Joe Linton, and a front three of Murphy, Isak, and Anthony Gordon. No Livramento today. He is ill and misses out. So that is why Trippier is in and Joe Linton is back straight in the starting lineup for Joe Willock, who really didn't quite perform that well, if we're openly honest, in his last game. Villa go with Martinez in goal. Back four, Matty Cash, Conser, Pau Torres, and it's flashed off the screen who that was, but it's Luca Dean, of course. Midfield, Kamara, Tielemans, Onana, McGinn, Rodgers, and Duran up front. So they're sort of going a 4-2-3-1, I guess, Billy.
Yeah, looks that way, doesn't it?
But of course, I think Villa probably got a better bench than us, stronger
bench.
They've
got Buendia, they've got Leon Bailey, they've got Michael Jackson's mate, Philogene, Watkins.
Philogene. Oh, dear. Good one, that, Billy. It's a cracker. Now, remember, please, no spoilers in the chat. If we're all watching Amazon Prime, I would expect that we're all level, really, because it's all online, unless you've got a really slow internet. But, hey, just remember, guys, no spoilers in the chat. Let's just wait until me and Billy have commentated on it. And then, of course, everybody can have their say in the chat. We don't want to throw anybody out. We want to enjoy this watch-along today and hopefully enjoy seeing Newcastle United take 3 points from Aston Villa. They're all high-fiving and each other at the minute, as Bruno has gone in to see which end we will kick off at. I don't know which end, Billy.
No.
It hasn't been great, though, has it?
Looks like Villa were attacking the Gallagher first half, I'm going to say.
Yeah, they haven't really all sort of spun round like they normally do with any urgency. As we'll look at Tielemans there getting ready. Yep. Oh, no, they are. They're switching again, Billy. So they attack the Gallagher first half again. So that's one toss that Bruno's won at St. James's Park all season. Astounding stat, that, Billy. Astounding stat. As they go into their huddle again. The lads look fired up, Billy, I have to say. Joe Linton's got his shorts really rolled up, letting that fresh northeast air get to his thighs and his hamstrings.
And his testicles.
Well, I mean, the man is literally oak tree legs. Oak trees. I had them back in the ice hockey days, Billy, big, oak tree thighs. Power muscles, as I used to call them. Anyway, we're just about to kick off. Newcastle will get the game underway. Anthony Taylor is the referee. God help us all. And we are ready and underway at St. James's Park. It's Newcastle United. It's Villa. It's Matchday Live right here on the Toon Review. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We're expecting a cracker.
Where's the crowd? Get the crowd thing on him.
Well, hang on, Billy. Just give us a second, mate. I'm got through bloody... Can you hear that?
No.
Well, I can.
Yes, can now.
You can now. Good. Well, we're underway so far with Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side, just before halfway. And the crowd are in very good voice. Gordon thought he was fouled there, but no foul. Turned Ali back to Dan Byrne now. Dan Byrne turns and rolls it back to Sandro. And all the way back to Dan Byrne. Patient start this by Newcastle. Getting a feel for the ball, Billy Bob.
Yes. They haven't touched the ball yet. Indeed. A minute in.
Fabian Schär. Now Trippier, first touch of the game, rolls it into Bruno. Bruno flicks it onto Murphy. Murphy clips it to not a bit of a clumsy pass, but Tonali read it well. Back to Murphy on his chest. He's clattered by Lucas Dean. No foul, said the referee. And Tonali again using his strength to win the ball back. And Joe Linton now breaks through the middle of the park for Newcastle. He does have Gordon out to the left. Here is Gordon. Back onto his right. Shoot!
Get it!
Oh! What a start for the Newcastle United winger! And we are ahead in the first minute and a half. And it's time to go and grab your granny, ladies and gents, because I tell you something, she is out with a shotgun looking for Gabby Agbonlahor. It's 1-0 to the Toon. It's a screamer, Billy. It's a screamer.
We spoke about before the game that Anthony Gordon needs to step up today because he hasn't been as effective as the others. Well, first time he's got the ball, cuts inside, Matty Cash, bends it into the spot.
What a finish that is.
Top right corner with his right foot. It's an outstanding finish. Martinez ain't stopping at him on Sundays. Great goal.
Yeah, you picked that out the back of the net, supposed best goalkeeper in the world. What a hit that is. Curls it. Martinez nowhere near it, Billy. Nowhere near it.
I don't think two keepers get near that. It's that good.
No. That is a fabulous strike. And it's in the back of the net. St. James's is absolutely rocking. And Newcastle lead 1-0 after, well, I think the goal came in about 1 minute, 22 seconds or something. But another blistering start by the Toon Army, Billy.
Outstanding start. Really outstanding start.
Byrne nods it down to Tonali, again taking his time, manages to turn again, rolls it to Trippier, and that looks like a Villa throw. It is. They get on with it quickly. Now Duran for Villa. He's got to go through two Newcastle players. Trippier gets in there with a tackle. Duran still has it, though. Tries the 1-2. And that's just going to roll out a play for a Newcastle goal kick. There's no way Trippier keeps that in play. What a start, Billy. What a start.
It was a great first minute of the play, keeping the ball as well, not giving the ball away. Villa had it for a fleeting glimpse. We got back in again. And as soon as it fell out to Gordon, he had one thing on his mind. God, he shot it into the top right corner. Outstanding finish.
Yeah, Villa backed off him, Billy. And I think that they live to regret that because they did back off him, didn't they?
They did. They backed off. They allowed him to shoot, really. But, I mean, they're on the bench now looking at them as if say, what are they backing off for? Well, they just did. Yeah.
George T, thank you for a super chat. What a way to start the game. Absolutely. I mean, Joe Linton powered. It was Tonali, really, though, Billy, who won the ball back as he's just done there again. Isak now, touch to Murphy. Newcastle. Murphy decides to hit it. Didn't get any power on it, but it's deflected for a corner. Tonali held the ball, Billy, and then played it into Joe Linton, powered through the middle, off to Gordon. The rest is history.
Yeah, it's just an outstanding finish, though. It's all about the finish for me. It really is.
Yeah. Well, Newcastle now have a corner. Just over 4 minutes gone. We've already scored once. Murphy keen to shoot again and wins another corner, which Anthony Gordon is going to take with his right foot. It's a short one to Lewis Hall on the edge of the box. Back to Gordon. He clips it across. Flicked on again. It's Bruno at the back post. And really didn't get any direction on the header, but I do believe the offside flag had gone up. Almost the right move, Billy. They definitely can. We can see signs that they're working on stuff.
Without a doubt, yeah. I mean, the past 2 or 3 games, it's been like different kind of. I mean, miles offside, Bruno, but anyway. But yeah, it's just different stuff, isn't it? Not just floating in looking for a head. It's constructive stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that Bruno header was he tried to put it on goal, and he spun off his head. And there's another offside against Duran. And Tonali just says, wait there, I'm coming to get the ball, then drops it down for Dan Burn again. I mean, he's parading around there brilliantly, isn't he, Tonali? Just like a mountain that he is. And the way he won that ball back for the first goal was tremendous. Real powerful strength. And then once it was with Big Joe, he never looked back. Powered forward through the middle. And the finish was absolute quality. And it comes towards the Villa box again. Tonali heads it back forward. And it cleared again. Joe Linton up there to win a header. Comes to Isak. Isak down for Gordon. Now Joe Linton. He's held onto that well. Joe Linton gets it out to Jacob Murphy. Murphy has share to his right. He doesn't use him. He clips it down looking for Bruno and makes the Villa defender have to deal with that's out. Well, no, not according to the linesman. That looked miles out there, Billy.
Keep pressuring him. Didn't like it. Doesn't like it.
Referee's going to give a foul, of course. Too much contact there, according to Anthony Taylor. But what is good to see again, Billy, is just how hungry the lads look to get the ball back as well.
The press, it's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it again, look.
And this time, Joe Linton brings him down. Kamara trying to turn there and brought down by Big Joe. And it's back with Martinez in the Villa goal now. As Newcastle set. And Martinez left-footed. And again, Newcastle's press. Bruno with a little flick looking for Joe Linton. Gets a foot in, as does Bruno. But Villa break away with it now with Tielemans trying to play it through for Duran. But it's Anthony Gordon there making it. And then he's taken out by McGinn. And McGinn again complains like he normally does when he's penalised. Clearly a foul, Billy.
Yeah, of course it was. Every free kick, look at him. What an absolute stroker.
Yeah. He makes no attempt to get the ball. The arms come across. It's a foul. Get on with it, you tart. I mean, every single time John McGinn is penalised, he will obviously put his hand up and say, "Ref, it wasn't me. Please, referee."
Yeah, it's everyone.
Idiot. Anyway, Byrne has the ball for Newcastle into Joe Linton. Now Tonali, first time ball, intercepted by Matty Cash. And now Cash bombs down the right-hand side. Good chances for Villa. In it comes. Byrne is there to clear corner to Villa.
That's what happens when you give the ball away.
It was a poor pass by Tonali there, and Cash plays a little 1-2, and suddenly he's away down the right-hand side.
Yeah, they've got plenty of pace to go at, so, you know, you've got to be careful with what you do with the ball. You've got to treat it as your friend and not give it away cheaply.
I forgot that Bjorn Borg was the assistant manager for Villa, Billy.
Yeah. He managed one year, didn't he? Remember?
I think so, yes. Good block by Anthony Gordon, and that's going to be a throw into Villa. We haven't even had 10 minutes yet. It's been a lively start to the game, as we thought it would be. But we've got to watch those runs, Billy. Matty Cash certainly got a bit of pace about him, can cause trouble down the right.
He has. You've got to be defensively aware at all times, down both flanks.
And, of course, that well-known Polish name of Matty.
Mateusz Kaszki.
Yes, Kaszki is what he should have been called, indeed. Anyway, another throw at Aston Villa here. This time a bit long into the penalty area. Dan Burns says, "My ball," and clears it again for another Villa throw-in.
Try and head it this way, though, Dan. Trying to get
but the thing is, anything like that, Billy, I think realistically, Burns going to clear it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
Yeah. Kamara now clips it through again for Matty Cash, who's getting forward. Now McGinn taken down by Joe Linton. Free kicks as the referee right at the edge of the penalty area. Joe Linton not happy with the decision.
Yeah, I think Taylor fell for that one.
Well, we'll just see it again now. Did McGinn dive?
Yep.
Absolutely he did. That is shocking, that is a terrible dive, that, by the way. You cheating brummy bastard. Seriously. No way was that a free kick. Well, typical. Aston Villa trying to cheat now to get something in the game. Dubravka measuring his posts here, just making sure he's in the right position. Looks like he's got a two-man wall, Murphy and Gordon. It's at the corner of the penalty area. 4 Villa players over it. Tielemans, Cash, McGinn, and Dean. And they all run over it and leave it to Tielemans. It's a nice move by Villa. It comes to the edge of the box. It's Kamara with a left foot shot, brilliantly blocked by Sandro. And Sandro gives chase. Dean's got to be quick. Sandro not giving up the ball, though, as it goes to Martinez. Brilliant pressing by Sandro, but good calm play by Villa. They didn't panic. And Dean plays a long ball forward, intercepted by Fabian Schär. Joe Linton now. And that's a ball inside to Isak. Isak to Gordon. Gordon out to the right-hand side now to Bruno. Bruno has Trippier outside of him. Not sure where the Murphy is. He's going through the middle. Good play by Bruno. Holds onto it. Lets Newcastle set and get positions back. And now Trippier to Tonali. Tonali turns and rolls it to Fabian Schär. Plenty time for him on the ball. Now Tonali again. A lot of space for Sandro. Looks to pick a pass out. Uses Murphy. Murphy cuts inside. Back to Tonali. Tonali being pressed, but doesn't panic. Great play, Tonali. And across to Dan Burn, who can then swap the sides over and find Lewis Hall now. Hall clips it over the top for the run of Joe Linton. Good ball by Lewis Hall. Joe Linton now. Lee Wade, thank you for your super chat. Our attack is ace. Our defense will be tested today. Well, it's Isak on the ball. Plays in a nice ball. Gordon again.
Corner.
No, he flopped on the shot. Couldn't get a hold of it there. Snatched it a little bit there, Billy.
Yeah. If it had just done the same as what he did with the first goal, we were laughing. But
yeah.
Great play from Isak to set him up. But yeah, he has snatched it. You're right.
Yeah, just sort of got stuck in his feet, didn't it?
Yep.
But anyway, another attempt, certainly for Newcastle, who once again look very good going forward. Good pressing again by Murphy on Martinez. Lewis Hall and McGinn tying each other up there. And McGinn tries to get away, tries to claim a handball. What a little rat he is, honestly. 12 minutes in, and he's already numerous times winding us up.
An absolute stroker.
Would you like to explain to the viewers what a stroker is, Billy?
Someone that strokes themselves quite a lot.
Ah, right. A Richard head.
Yes, all those things.
Yes. A ship's anchor, shall we say?
Yes. Anyway, anchor.
Yes, it's headed away. Newcastle have a throw in. Midway in the Villa half. Trippier will take. Bruno now to Trippier. Back to Tonali. Tonali again, nicely done to get it to Dan Burn, who will quickly throw it to the far side to Lewis Hall, who has a bit of space to run into here. Bruno comes for it. And now Bruno. Bruno, nice bit of play with Anthony Gordon. Still Bruno on the ball. Back to Lewis Hall. Hall inside for Joe Linton. Joe Linton pestered well by, it looks like Tielemans, but he holds him off with brute strength. Then he's fouled. Newcastle will get the advantage. And it's Kieran Trippier flying down the right-hand side. Trippier's ball across is played away. Excellent work by Trippier. And that's out for a throw into Newcastle. I think Trippier was just looking for a deeper pass there to Isak, Billy.
Yeah, I think Torres could have left that go to Martinez. He's waiting for that's poor from Tonali, but he's won it back.
That was Trippier, Billy. Trippier's ball was poor. Put him in a hospital ball. Tonali is basically doing everything in a quarterback position at the minute for Newcastle, as he normally is. Bruno certainly pushing forward again. Gordon taken out again. This time the referee does give a free kick. Matty Cash with the foul, and he's going to be booked here, Billy.
A bit harsh booking, I think. Probably getting booked for McGinn's misdemeanors, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit harsh on Matty Cash, to be honest. I mean, it was a little 1-2. I don't think there's
he got there as quick as he could.
Yeah, Gordon makes the most of it, by the way, which he's perfectly entitled to do, and gets Matty Cash a yellow card. It was a late challenge, though, so there you go. And this is a good opportunity once again for Hall to put the ball into the box. He doesn't, though. He goes to Kieran Trippier. Trippier does put it into the box. Not a great ball from Trippier, straight down Martinez's throat. Trippier, again, his delivery's not great so far in the opening 15. But this is the thing for me. I think there's better set-piece takers in the team now than Kieran Trippier, Billy.
Yeah, nothing doesn't have to go through him anymore.
Long ball played over the top. Trippier's got to get on his bike here and does so very well. Was being pressed very high there by Rodgers, but Rodgers, who does have pace, but Trippier matched him. Tonali now. That's not great from Sandro Tonali. Thought it was Murphy there. It wasn't. And here come Villa. Tielemans with a dummy. Duran into the box for Villa. Duran's ball across. And it's met by nobody. Conser on the far side gets there for Villa. Sorry, Kamara. Kamara now has Matty Cash in support. Cash inside now to Onana. Villa trying to look for that little through ball. Good work by Joe Linton. Tielemans now being forced backwards. And Villa have to start again now with Pau Torres. Torres has Dean to this near side. Onana plays a nice ball through to Rodgers and now Duran. That's nice football from Villa. And it gets to a good block here in Trippier as Luca Dean tried to put a cross in. Trippier now breaks for Newcastle. Inside to Murphy. Murphy. That's a crap ball again from Murphy this time. And Pau Torres stands up. Few loose balls, Billy.
Yeah, starting to get a little bit sloppy, aren't they?
Yep.
2 or 3 balls have gone awry the past minute or two. Tonali, Murphy. Yeah, we've got to get our heads back in the game here because Villa are starting to press.
Yeah, they are. Here's Luca Dean. Sends the ball into the box. Dubravka keeps an eye on it and gathers well as Duran goes flying down in front of Dubravka. Looking at the referee. Definitely no foul in there. Play on. And Hall now back to Dan Burn. Yeah, that's the problem, Billy. If we take our foot off the gas for any amount of time, Villa will exploit that. They're a good side.
They will indeed.
And at the minute, Newcastle knocking it around the back four. Here's Joe Linton. Does very well. Gets the ball to Tonali. I thought there was a foul there. Tonali sweeps it out to this near side now for Trippier. Trippier to Murphy. Murphy. Bruno. Trippier.
Playing ourselves in trouble again.
Yeah, just... we played ourselves out of it again, though, luckily for us, as Burn brings it away. Anthony Gordon picks it up just inside his own half, clips it out to this near side to Murphy. Murphy's header is behind Isak, who hasn't been in the game at all in the opening quarter. Trippier again trying to give Rodgers a difficult time, but he's done well there. Rodgers out to Cash now on the right-hand side. Cash brings it over the halfway line, nothing really ahead of him. Tielemans now. Anana. Good ball again out to the right-hand side. Matty Cash getting a lot of space out there at the minute. And Cash heading for the byline. Tries to clip it across. That's another corner for Villa, Billy.
Yeah, good defensive work from Anthony Gordon now to come back and cover the cross. That's all he can do.
They do look good going forward, though, Villa. They've got
very dangerous.
They're very decent players. We've got to stop giving the ball away so carelessly, which we're doing a lot of, as Chelsea have taken the lead against Fulham in the big derby down there. Cole Palmer on 16 minutes. It's going to be Luca Dean to take the throw for, corner for Aston Villa. Short one.
Ooh,
and now it's back to Cash on the edge of the box. And Shea heads it away. Not a great header. Comes straight to Tielemans. But Tielemans been forced back well by Bruno. But then he sees the run of McGinn on the far side. Gordon is there. McGinn has the ball. And the offside flag goes up against John McGinn. You can see what he was doing because Tielemans was watching him all the time there, Billy, and he did make a run. Tielemans' ball came a little bit too late.
Yeah.
If you look there, Tielemans waiting for him to make the run. Ooh. I'm not sure. His arm's off, Billy, but not a lot of him.
Well, you can't kick with your arm, so that shouldn't have been given, really.
Yeah. We'll take it, though. We'll take it.
Yeah. Looked offside to me, I'm just be honest.
Yeah. Villa have certainly played the way sort of back into the game since Anthony Gordon's first-minute goal. Burn now hits a rasp and left foot ball across the field. Trippier is up. Again, that's not a necessity for Burn to play that kind of ball there, Billy.
We're panicking, aren't we? There's putting a bit of pressure on us now, and we're starting to panic a little bit.
Yeah, when we don't need to, really. Here's Murphy. Now Bruno. And Bruno taken down.
That's a foul.
Kick. That's a little sneaky one from Tielemans there.
I didn't think Taylor would give that first.
Well, I didn't think he did. I thought he was going to wave play on. He clearly took Bruno's feet away from him. Bruno having a chat with Eddie Howe there. I'm not sure what's being said there.
I'm not sure he did, actually.
Yeah, but Tielemans points at the ball. Tielemans was nowhere near the ball.
No, nowhere near the ball.
Isak now. Oh, lovely turn, but he can't take the ball with him. And Villa are certainly getting the better of the exchanges so far. Duran. McGinn. Plenty Villa players getting forward. McGinn. Nobody's gone to him. Now Duran taken down. Yes, he was by Bruno, says the referee. And we are getting really sloppy, Billy.
Yeah, good play from Duran. That's all he wanted was the free kick. Didn't want anything else. Stepped across it, let Bruno go through.
He knew Bruno was coming there, Billy, didn't he? And
he played for it.
Just spinned him. Yeah.
Clever.
Shearer-esque, because he used to win free kicks like that, didn't he? But this is a far better chance for Villa to take a shot on goal here. Certainly been a handful so far, has Duran, Billy?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, they've come into the game the past 10 minutes. Signs are kind of worrying at the moment.
I definitely think the last 10 minutes have been poor, Billy.
Yep.
Sloppy in possession, giving the ball away. But we still have that goal through Anthony Gordon in around about 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Is it Tielemans' right foot or Dini's left? That's the question.
Yeah. And Villa have 3 players in front of our wall. That's a new one. Tielemans and Digne over the ball. It is Dean to hit it. And a good save by Dubravka. Comes out to Cash and he blasts it miles over the bar. I thought Dubravka might have been able to take that, Billy. We'll see on a replay here.
Yes, it's a poor save, really. He's bowed it right into danger area.
He is quite at a big stretch, to be honest. Look, he's kept the ball out. That's all we can ask for. I don't think he was in a position to catch that. Too far wide of him.
He could have put it out the corner. But anyway,
yeah, it wasn't the best of... I mean, he's been all right with that since he's come back, clearing into a sort of non-dangerous area. Not a good kick from him, though. And Villa again get the ball, but there's Toon Army winning it. Toon Army dragged backwards by Rodgers. Free kick to Newcastle. We got to get our shit together here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not great at the moment, but like I say, we still have that 1 goal advantage. Please do keep subscribing to the channel, guys. Bottom right-hand corner. You're watching Matchday live on the Toon Review. And don't forget to hit the like button as well if you're enjoying the commentary of the game. Here's Lewis Hall now. Anthony Gordon comes a long way into his own half to get the ball. And again, the options just don't seem to be there, but he did well, held onto the ball and plays it across to Fabian Schär now to bring it forward. Schär. Isak. Isak has Trippier. Trippier has got runners down the right-hand side, looking for Murphy. Isak picks up the pieces, but can't take the ball with him again. And Onana breaks and then is fouled by Kieran Trippier. Free kick to Villa, and Trippier's going in the book. He hasn't been great, Trippier, Billy, in this first 20-odd minutes.
He's going to be rusty, isn't he? He's not playing for that long.
Of course he is. Absolutely, 100%. And rusty, I think, is definitely the word I would use so far for Kieran Trippier.
I mean, I don't know what he's saying. That's not a yellow card. It is a yellow card. He's dived
It's a foul. He's nowhere near the ball.
As yellow cards go, that's a yellow card.
Yeah. I think he's learned from the days of being in Spain, Billy, putting his arms up. Hey, it wasn't me.
Trying to press that.
Yeah.
It's McGuinness-esque.
Indeed. 23 gone. Still Newcastle lead by a goal to 0 through Anthony Gordon in the first couple of minutes. But since then, it ain't been great from Newcastle. But on the flip side of that, Villa haven't been able to put the ball in the net so far. Burn flicks it on. Onana there again. Toon Army clashes with Rodgers. Very, very scrappy in the middle of the park. Villa played out nicely. Pau Torres now. Torres looks for a runner. Gets it from Durant. Plays a lovely flick on for Rodgers. Trippier read it well. He smashes it straight into Dan Burn, however. And there is Bruno to sweep the pieces up. And he's knocked over by Onana. Free kick to Newcastle.
Clever from Bruno.
Yeah, very clever. He's very good at doing that.
Yeah, I think we need to get Murphy and Gordon into the game. I think they're now trying to condense the play.
So yeah, they are, yeah.
More centralised. We can get Gordon and Murphy into it and stretch them again. That's the way to win the game, I think.
Yeah, certainly not utilising the wingers as much as we normally would want to. Here is Gordon. And Gordon plays a lovely ball down for Isak, who made a very good run. Isak on the far side now. He's got McGinn to deal with. He skips around McGinn brilliantly. Into the boxes, Isak pulls it back for Lewis Hall. Can't get his shot away. Now Gordon just on the wrong side.
Been interesting if it fell over then.
Yes, because the tackle came flying in. Gordon into the box. Joe Linton's header. And it's a comfortable save for Remy Martinez, but that was better, Billy.
Yes, exactly. As soon as we started spreading the ball wide, Villa become more open. It's as simple as that for me.
Yeah. Good play from Anthony Gordon. Plays a nice ball in for Joe Linton. Gets above. I think he gets above Torres there. And a good header. But good positioning by the Aston Villa keeper. And he gathered it up. Toon Army now flicks it on. There's no Newcastle player there. Isak's still coming back from an offside place. But Villa are offside as well. So free kick to Newcastle. I don't like that from Isak, Billy, when he just walks back. Because he's the last man for us. And we need him up there in case we do win a header from the goal kick. And he's just standing offside. We've got no chance of getting the ball. Here's Hall. Nothing available. Finds Dan Burn now. Trippier, who's come into the middle. Out wide for Fabian Schär. Back to Trippier. He's got to be careful. He's lost the ball again. And now Rodgers for Villa breaks away. Trippier tried to get back. Dan Burn makes a good tackle. But again, Trippier way off the pace at the minute. Way off the pace.
The ball he was given weren't great, to be honest. Well played, Murphy.
Yeah, nice play. Nice play. Fabian Schär now. That's a terrible ball by him, but we should get it back with Toon Army. Brilliant ball to Joe Linton. And now Joe Linton, similar to the first goal, powers forward through the middle of the Aston Villa half. Gives it wide now for Gordon. Gordon decides to go to Bayern. Left-footed cross. Oh, Bruno was there, but a good clearance. And out by Dean for a corner. And we've just ramped the pace up again, Billy. But Trippier, for me, he's got to be better. I know he's rusty, but we need him to get rid of that rustiness quickly.
Well, the ball that went into him, he didn't want it, basically, and he lost it. He's not quick enough to receive the ball and turn anymore. So
he didn't pick up what was behind him. Normally, he's aware of what's behind him there. He didn't have a clue.
Yeah, I just think you should be passing the ball Trippier in that situation.
Bruno says, is it just me or is Amazon's commentary a joke? Well, just listen to the crowd. Just put the crowd noise on and listen to our commentary. You've got it both today. Lewis Hall now, back to Trippier. In it comes to the back post. And it's flicked away. Comes to Gordon on the edge of the box. And the referee blows his whistle as an offside flag has gone up against Newcastle.
There's more offsides in this game than I've seen for many a month.
Yeah, absolutely. Bruno, you can turn the sound, just have the stadium sound on and listen to our commentary. As we've just seen Anthony Gordon's first goal again. I mean, that's a majestic strike, that. No chance for Martinez there. I mean, like you said, Billy, could have been two goalkeepers there. There's a free kick here to Newcastle as Toon Army is fouled. Takes his time getting back to his feet.
I'm disappearing at half-time, by the way.
You're not feeling well, Billy?
I'll be coming back. I just feel like I've got an otter in a headlock. If you get my meaning.
As everyone's Christmas dinner now suddenly arrives rapidly. Unbelievable. I've got an otter in a headlock. My God. Billy Trey, ladies and gentlemen, he's here all week. Anyway, Newcastle have a throw, free kick. Trippier's going to take it. Just over 28 gone. Newcastle still lead on Matchday Live here on the Toon Review. And I hope everyone is having a wonderful Boxing Day. Please do keep subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner. You do, of course, need to be a subscriber to take part in the chat. Well, it's going to be Trippier. It looks like Villa very high line, but there's a lot of holding going on there. As Fabian Schär goes down and Newcastle get a free kick. Matty Cash brings Fabian Schär down. Anthony Taylor had that in his sights as soon as Villa took the free kick. And Matty Cash, of course, has already been booked here. I mean, Scher's pulling his shirt, definitely. But it's behind the referee's back. And Scher's very clever there, Billy.
Very clever. Are they asking for a yellow card?
Well, I mean, to be honest, Matty Cash is already in the book. But I don't think there was any chance of a yellow card there. I mean, I think, to be fair, Scher's played that very well. He's holding Cash's shirt behind the referee. And then when he spins, he goes down, and he's going to get a free kick for it, isn't he?
Yeah. And now this should be in Trippier's wheelhouse.
Well, we've got Isak, Hall, Trippier, and Schär over the ball. Anthony Gordon is there as well. And there is a big mothers' meeting going on at the moment. As Trippier looks like he's pushing Lewis Hall away.
Well, it's the wrong side for Lewis Hall.
Yeah,
got to be a lot footer. Yeah. If you're going straight for goal, that is, but you've got to be good to Pete Martinez from there. I
mean, Isak's just hovering behind them all here. I'm just wondering. Gordon's moved away now. Trippier's putting the ball down. Just over half an hour gone, ladies and gents. It's 1-0 to Newcastle. And we have a free kick in a very, very decent position here. I'm still not sure who's taking this.
I think it's going to be Trippier, personally. I think he's going to bend it.
I think it's Schär.
Oh, it is Schär.
It is Schär. And it's a great hit and a wonderful save by Martinez to his left. Kept an eye on that one as it skids off the winter surface. Murphy then puts it back towards the Villa box, but there's no Newcastle player there. Toon Army gets in to win it. And that's going to come to Trippier now. Inside for Murphy. Murphy, Toon Army. And Murphy was blocked off, but blocked off in a legal manner. And Cher comes across to deal with Duran and then takes a kick. I saw that, Billy.
Yeah, he kicks him. Right, VAR, we're looking at this.
Well, I certainly thought there was a little bit of a kick out from Duran there. Joe Linton comes in. Dubravka's incensed. And I think VAR need to look at this because I saw a little kick there, Billy, way after the ball had gone.
Well, if he's kicked him, he's off. Or should be.
And
Yes.
it's a red card. I wonder if VAR have had a look at that, Billy, and he's been sent off. I still don't know whether VAR have had a look at it, but certainly Anthony Taylor took his time. We're seeing it again here. Oh, yeah. Clearly a kick out. That's clearly a red card. It's a brilliant tackle by Fabian Cher. Look at his right foot here, Billy.
Yeah, straight down.
Stamps down, and he could have missed him. He could have put it down the other side.
Yeah, he could have.
Clearly a red card. Duran is incensed. If VAR overturn this, then fuck you. Because Fabian Cher was sent off at the start of the season for something way less than that. VAR look like they've checked it, Billy. He is off. And he's incensed. But he definitely stamped on him. There's no doubt about that. He could have put his foot the other side. And now he's gone. And the fact that VAR have looked at it, Billy, just confirms.
Yeah, very poor. Very, very poor. Just no need for it. No need for it whatsoever. He's let his teammates down there.
Yeah, completely let his teammates down and his manager. Bjorn Borg is looking at the monitor again.
He was on the hunt. He was after Cher there.
They cannot possibly say. They can't possibly say, oh, there's anything to complain about there, Billy.
There was no point saving the prayer for him now. He'll have to save it for the morning after.
We've got Mark Clattenburg on now, Billy.
Well, he'll say it was a red card because it's a Newcastle fan, isn't he?
That's what Anthony Taylor sees. It's that second movement that deserves the red card.
Yeah, second movement that deserves the red card. There. He could have put it either side. There's Cher going down. Look at the right. He could have avoided Cher there, no doubt about it. At least one on him. Absolutely rightly a red card. Get off. For once, a very good refereeing decision, and hats off to Anthony Taylor. He saw it and showed him the red card before VAR got involved. VAR agreed with him. Definitely a sending off. Off you go. Bye-bye.
100%.
Marco, I haven't got the commentary on, mate. It was just the voice of Clattenburg. It doesn't matter. It's not on long enough to be copyrighted. Don't worry, matey. And now Alexander Isak has the ball. To Fabian Cher. I mean, that's a proper thorn or knife in Villa's back, that. He's let his team down, though, Duran. Completely let them down. And now Anthony Gordon. Inside for Joe Linton. Joe Linton across to the near side now to Murphy, who we want to see get more into the game. And as I say that, he puts a great cross in, but well done, Martinez. That's a commanding goalkeeper, Billy, coming out there that far, knowing he was going to get it. Yeah, some people, Billy, saying they thought it was an accident at first, but when they've seen the replay, that's when it's been confirmed that it is definitely a red card. As Trippier gently nods it back to Dubravka. I mean, now we need to look to kill the game, Billy.
Yeah, absolutely.
We know it can be difficult against 10 men sometimes, but we have to be up for it now. Bruno, I thought he could have played Lewis Hall in a lot earlier than he did there, but he held on to it. And now it's Hall on the ball. No, it's Gordon, sorry. Gordon spins away. Good play. Tonali now. And now they bring the ball towards the near side. Tonali. Oh, Nelly, a beautiful ball to Trippier. Well intercepted, but we win it back. Cher now stepping forward. And now back to Lewis Hall. Nothing to his left because Gordon's made his way into the middle of the pitch. Joe Linton heads out there now. Cher. Tonali. Bit of space to move towards the penalty area for Sandro. Now out to the right to Trippier. Back to Tonali. This is a good crossing opportunity. Brilliant cross from Tonali. Joe Linton up. And it's bouncing around and somehow ends up in Martinez's hands. And Matty Cash was never going to win that against Joe Linton. But I have to say, Billy, that was very calm play from Pau Torres there.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, Joe Linton won the ball fair and square, but Torres, I mean, I don't know why Martinez didn't act quicker than he did there. He sort of dilly-dallied. And Matty Cash is okay there. Just felt the full force of Joe Linton coming from behind. Pardon the French there. I mean, Billy would normally make more of that, but he's poorly, thank God. Anyway, Martinez has the ball. Smashes it out looking for John McGinn, who does win the header against Hall. But look at Tonali. The tenacity of Tonali, Billy. And there's a lot of T's in that.
Tenacity Tonali, yeah.
Yeah. He is Kieran Trippier. Brings the ball forward over the halfway line. Inside to Tonali again. Tonali tries the first time ball for Bruno. Anana spots that. And Villa come forward. But again, now it's Byrne that steps up to intercept. Plays a nice ball out to the left-hand side where Anthony Gordon can run at Matty Cash again. Overlap from Lewis Hall. It's still Gordon. Inside to Isak. Isak, close control. He's got 4 Villa players on him. Didn't really lay it off to anybody. And now McGinn brings it away for Villa. Not too much in front of him, of course. Rodgers is there, but has to go all the way back to his defenders now. Concert to Torres. Anana on the halfway line for Villa. 37 gone. 1-0 Newcastle lead. Anthony Gordon in the first couple of minutes, and then Duran sent off for Villa a few minutes ago for a stamp on Fabian Schär. And Schär will have rather a painful right buttock in the morning, Billy.
He certainly will. And the back of his head, I imagine.
Yeah, a bit of everything. As Trippier has the ball now. Please keep subscribing, guys, on Matchday Live right here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Bottom right-hand corner, as we now have a new goal of 35,000 subscribers as Forest take the lead against Tottenham. 1-0, Anthony Elanga with the goal for Nottingham Forest. I fancy Forest to win that, Billy.
Yeah, good first as well. Is it a good first? I'm not sure. I think I prefer a draw.
Well, I keep saying Forest are going to fall away and they keep winning the next game after that. So what the hell? Gordon now. Good run again from Joe Linton. Joe Linton's got Kamara in front of him. Rolls it back to Gordon. Gordon inside for Hall. Hall a little back heel to Gordon again. Gordon clips it out to the right to Kieran Trippier. And Trippier's not a poor ball as he tried to play Murphy in. But then Newcastle win it back with Fabian Schär. Tonali. Byrne. Back to Tonali now. Tonali. Bruno. Tonali. Of course, Villa have no option but to sit deep because of the 10 men and try and catch us on the break now.
Well, that'll suit them anyway, but...
Yeah, it will.
With less men up front, it's going to be harder for them to kind of break us down, isn't it? At some point, they're going to be walk-ins on. No doubt about that.
Yeah. Try and have some sort of outlet in the game. As Anthony Gordon now spins and turns, heads towards goal. Lays it off to Joe Linton. Joe Linton now. Oh, nice play. Anthony Gordon down to the byline. Gordon swings across in again, just too far for Isak, and headed away by Lucas Dean. And now Fabian Schär. Beautiful ball. Gordon pulls it back when it looked like he was going to hit a left foot volley. There was no offside. Anana now does really well to get past Bruno and Tonali, but good covering again by Fabian Schär. And sends a ball forward. Isak is onside here, and it comes loose to Gordon. It's blocked, but the flag has gone up. I'm not sure why.
I don't think Isak was offside.
Isak was miles onside. Isak's nowhere near offside.
No, definitely not.
The hell was that for?
And Gordon got him back himself onside, so he's not in swimming play then.
Yeah, strange decision that, unless he gave a foul on Isak there. That's all I can think of. Dan Byrne now for Newcastle. Leaves it for Bruno to take control. Bruno. Gordon out wide now. Gordon. Joe Linton. Spins it back for Isak's missed it. Murphy can't get it there. And it comes back to Fabian Schär. Schär's on one of those runs and a left foot shot just wide. Great stuff from Fabian Schär. He's played well today, Fabian. Pau Torres is down. But again, I thought it was going to be a big thunder cruncher from Fabian, Billy, but good build-up.
Oh, if Isak had been alive then.
Yeah.
It's 2-0.
I mean, Pau Torres went down holding his ankle as if it was Fabian Schär's fault. Pau Torres just runs into him here and catches the leg of Fabian Schär after on the follow through. You're not going to get anything for that, matey. Still a lot of whistles and boos going around the stadium. I'm not sure what the fans are particularly unhappy about at the minute. And maybe the amount of time Martinez has taken over his goal kicks. But hey, I mean, we're 1-0 up. Goal kick is flicked on. Good cover by Lewis Hall. And now Kieran Trippier has loads of space to run into again for Newcastle. Trippier flying forward. He's got Murphy on the overlap. Murphy pulls up short. Bruno behind him. Bruno for Newcastle now. Tonali is more central. And here is Tonali. Little 1-2 with Joe Linton, but it goes to Lewis Hall. Now to Anthony Gordon. Gordon again. Tonali just hovering on the edge of the box. Tonali, good cross! Well, Murphy's header goes all the way back to Fabian Schär, who really kept his eye on the ball really well there. I'm not sure who Murphy was trying to head that to there, Billy, but it was quite awful. Trippier now for Newcastle. Isak looked to be offside. No flag has gone up yet. Bruno plays it through. Isak, great control from Isak, but I think the ball's gone out. It's in the net, but the ball has gone out. I'm sure Bruno left it too long or an offside. I think he's given a goal kick.
No, the ball was out, he's saying.
Yeah, he's saying the ball was out. I thought it was, Billy.
They're going to look, aren't they?
Isak's saying it wasn't out.
I thought it was out myself. He's not offside.
He's onside, yeah. I thought he waited too long here. There will be a VAR check. Lovely play from Newcastle. I thought it did go out, Billy. Yeah. That's quite poor from Isak.
Very poor.
Really slow there. He could have got the ball across a lot quicker. I mean, that's miles out.
Terrible.
Yeah. Yep. Not the greatest of speed there from our striker. As Burn gets up for a header again. Pau Torres. Tonali brings it down. Plays a first-time ball to Murphy. Murphy's passed to Bruno too far in front of him. It's back with Emi Martinez now. A couple of minutes before half-time. And Newcastle still lead through the Anthony Gordon goal in the very first couple of minutes of the game. And also, Villa down to 10 men. Duran sent off for a stamp on Fabian Schär. As blatant of a red card as you're ever going to see. Despite
Bruno,
not being happy about it. Great play by Bruno. Bruno into the box. Tonali! What a save by Martinez.
That is an outstanding save.
Brilliant piece of goalkeeping.
Sake.
Bruno beats Tielemans. Tonali then played in, and it's a brilliant save from Martinez, Billy.
It's an outstanding save. He has no right to make it, really, because Tonali hits it with a lot amount of power. He doesn't do anything wrong tonight. He just tries to bury it in the court. What a save that is. And I think it shaves the post as it goes past it. And that's going to be a corner to Newcastle as we move into the final minute of the first half. Trippier's come across to take it this time. Trippier's corner. And it's headed away by, I think, Onana. Joe Linton keeps it in play. And Rodgers pulling at his shirt, Joe Linton. And Rodgers has gone down, clearing an elbow. Give our referee! Well, if he's fouled for that, you know what he's trying to do there?
Yeah, of course he is. It's a yellow card for Joe Linton. He's clearly trying to get Joe Linton sent off there. I bloody hate that.
We'll see here.
Just going to see it again.
No.
There's nothing in that. There's not even a yellow card in that, for God's sake.
Get up, you fanny.
He's brushed his chest. And look at the way Rodgers goes down there.
That's disgusting.
You cheating bastard.
It's not even a yellow card, that.
Absolutely outrageous from Rodgers. That's ridiculous.
I knew exactly what he was trying to do.
He's trying to get him sent off. Cheating fucker.
Wanker.
And now he's trying to point to the place where Duran got sent off and said it wasn't the sending off. Fuck off.
Get back to 3-2-1. Fucking Ted Rodgers.
That's shocking, that. He'll get shit every time he gets the ball now, and rightfully so. Here's Murphy for Newcastle.
He's been poor today, Murphy, I have to say.
Yeah, he hasn't been in the game very much. Got to be better. Murphy claiming he was pushed. I mean, the fact that he's yellow carded him as well, Billy, even makes it even more laughable.
It's pathetic.
Shocking. Tonali now for Newcastle, who's been absolutely superb again. And plays a good ball out to Lewis Hall on the left-hand side. Hall has Gordon ahead of him, but sees a better run this time from Joe Linton. He's offside, however. He's got to be better than that, Joe Linton. He's got to realise where the line is. And I think this may get a bit spicy in the second half, Billy.
That's a nice turn from Tielemans.
Certainly is. Joe Linton was there to make a tackle, but he didn't want to fly in on Onana. And now John McGinn. McGinn to Cash, just over the halfway line for Villa. 4 minutes of additional time, by the way, folks, of which we've had 2 minutes coming up. And now Onana right on the centre spot. Tielemans. Out now to Dean on this near side. Back to Pau Torres. Torres being pressed by Jacob Murphy. Concert. And now Martinez. Newcastle happy to keep Villa where they are. Until, of course, half-time. But Tonali gets stuck in there. He's a tank, Tonali, isn't he? I mean,
he's having an outstanding game.
He's so solid. But I'm expecting a feisty second half, Billy. I don't know about you, but I think this oh, dear me. I don't know what your feelings are on it, Bill.
Yeah, it's going to kick off. I think it already has, but
Villa are clearly trying to get now their sort of mantle is to try and get Newcastle players sent off. Here's Isak. It's certainly getting spicy. Isak goes on a run against Cash. Still got it. And wins the throw in for Newcastle. Excellent play that by Alexander Isak. Close control again. And now Gordon, as we're into the final 40 seconds of additional time at the end of the first half. Bruno has a bit of space here just on the edge of the box. Just overran it a little bit there. And now here goes Ted Rogers for Villa. Yeah, and Lewis Hall just takes the ball off him brilliantly. Just waited there, didn't he, Billy? Just let him have the ball for a few yards until it was safe to take the ball off him. And he says, thank you very much. And off he goes. Trippier now on the halfway line.
That should about do it, shouldn't it?
I would think so, Billy. I think we're very, very close to half-time now.
Lucky.
And there indeed is the half-time whistle, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle lead by a goal to nil, and it is scored by Anthony Gordon in the very, 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 very early doors of the game. It came from a brilliant move from Newcastle. Tonali winning the ball back, and a drive and run by Joe Linton. Played it out Anthony Gordon, and Gordon flicked it over for a fantastic goal, as Billy now has to fly for, of course, to pay a little visit to the little boys' room. And he'll be very pleased about that because he's been bursting all game. By the way, we are expecting Lady Sam to join us at halftime. So she'll be with us very, very shortly. But it is 1-0 to the Toon. Let's just get some comments and see how you guys are feeling. Slothy said would like to come out second half and put these to the sword. Ref has had a shocker. Murphy being quiet, indeed he has. Wacky says still worried about Bailey and Watkins' pace off the bench in the later stages. Yeah, but being at 10 men doesn't help them at all. Excellent first half, says Kieran. Steve says maybe take Big Joe off. I can see him getting sent off with his card-happy ref. Problem is, they know that Joe Linton is prone to a little bit of anger from time to time. And that's what we probably need to worry about the most is Joe Linton's anger issues when he's on the pitch. Very, very dangerous time. Mr. Superfly says, well, happy at half-time, but we need to be louder in the ground. Ashington We need to be killing this game. A few more goals go in. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen. It is Lady Sam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How we doing?
We're rocking, Lady Sam. Have you had a good Christmas?
I've had a wonderful Christmas. How about you?
Yeah, well, I was in bed at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I wasn't grand at all by the time tea time came, and I slept until something like 8:30 this morning.
I'm sorry to hear. I hope scoreline's a bit more cheering then.
Well, I think I ran out of steam. I just ran out of steam completely, and my body was buggered. So never mind. What do you think of that then?
Cards galore, sending off, goal for Newcastle.
I mean,
yeah.
We'll start with the goal, Sam, because obviously Toon Army did well to win it back. When Joe Linton got the ball, he just powers through the middle of the field, lays it off to Anthony Gordon, and 2 goalkeepers wouldn't have stopped that. It was miles away from Martinez's hand, nestles in the top corner, and it is literally the perfect start.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. However, the concerning thing for me is how quickly we actually dropped that possession, the accuracy in the passing. That's where we seem to be failing. I think that the high press has been great. I think we look really convincing in that aspect. But if it wasn't for that red card, that sending off, then I would be a bit more concerned at this point.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we came into the game a little bit more before the sending off. We were just under a little bit of pressure, but then we seemed to get our act together. The sending off, though, Sam, I mean, I called it as soon as I saw it. I saw it stamped down on Fabian Schär. The referee saw it, gave the red card. Of course, it went to VAR, and they agreed with the referee. There's no complaints there, surely.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the issue with me, and I'll be completely honest, when I first saw it, I was like, do you know what? Where could he have actually placed his leg? Can I play devil's advocate a little bit here? For me, that leg could have gone to the right, ideally, for where the player was. Could have gone to the left if he wanted to move it a bit more. No, he's gone square to the back, and it's been checked by the ref, checked by VAR. So send it off there, and he's foreman about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's only got himself to blame. Like you say, he could have put it either side of him. He definitely went for the player. You can't do that. You simply can't do that. You will get punished, and he was punished. Ian Fleming, thank you for your super chat there.
We've got targets on our back now, though.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We massive targets on our back. I think you're back. Your camera had frozen for a second there, Sam, but you're back. I've just said to Billy there before half time, Sam, that I think it's going to be a spicy second half.
Certainly, absolutely. We can already see it. You know, that foul on Joe Linton that's resulted in a yellow card. What on earth? Why hasn't VAR double checked that decision? What a disgrace that is. We've already seen that Gordon's a bit of a target for these Villa players. They're a very, very physical side. And now, they're just trying to get Joe Linton set off. So we've got 2 men now who are going to be targets for the rest of the match here. So this is going to get spicy indeed. It's the right word for it.
I mean, that was pathetic from Rodgers, wasn't it?
It was ridiculous. What a slow
hand never once contacts his face. It brushes his chest, and he goes down holding his face. It's blatant cheating, trying to get a professional sent off. And then he has the balls to point to where Duran was sent off, shaking his head. And it's him that's going to look a fool when he sees the replays of that again, says, yes, he should have been sent off.
He should have got a card for dissent, is what should have happened.
Well, yeah, and that's why VAR couldn't get involved, because it was only a yellow card to Joe Linton. Had it been a red, they could have overturned that, but it wasn't. Yeah. It was never a yellow anyway. Michael McIntyre, thank you for your super chat. Come on, Toon. Martin Suter, thank you. We are winning, and it's Boxing Day. Well, we may have a boxing match in the second half. Villa Down Under, thank you. Apologies if I missed it, but just asking Newcastle fans, was that a red? 100% a red for Rodgers, not even a yellow for Joe Linton. It was a shocking call on Joe Linton. But again, Sam, I think that, Aston Villa may target Joe Linton in the second half because they know that they can maybe get under his skin a little bit.
Yeah. He's our monster in the midfield. He's easy to provoke, unfortunately. He struggles to keep temper sometimes, but that's what makes him the juggernaut for us. So, he's definitely going to be a target as well. I don't know how you feel about Isak's performance so far, Paul.
A bit neither here or there for me, to be honest. And the same as Murphy.
Just so far. Agreed, yeah.
I think Murphy's been the same. But listen, they're not going to be outstanding every single game. That's just going to be impossible to be. What I want to see is, Murphy and Isak maybe get a bit more involved in the game. But I'm not going to come down on them just because they've had a quiet 45. I think they can do better. But at the end of the day, we're still winning the game. We've just seen Fabian Schär's free kick that was pushed away, of course, by Martinez. It was a good save, that.
It was.
We have had chances. Of course, Toon Army had one that was brilliantly tipped around the post as well. Sam, but
fantastic save. You kind of complain with that. It was good.
Yeah. And at the other end, Dubravka's had, I think, one save to make from a shot, but he dealt with it well.
Yeah, he's doing all right. I don't think he could have caught that when I had a look at the replay of it. I don't think Dubs could have caught that save that was made. He was right to just push it away due to the angle that it was on. So far, I just hope that we can keep the momentum. I hope that red card hasn't fired them up too much.
Well, I'm just seeing it again now, Sam. And I think at the end of what's happened is he's come down on Schär's backside, right? And then as Schär's lifted his head up, he's kicked out at the back of his head as well. And I think that's what he's actually been sent off for, is the kick to the head. And Mark Clattenburg came on the commentary earlier on and said that he thinks that was what he was sent off for, the second kick out on the head. Right. The first one, he said probably yes as well. But the fact that he's followed through with that and kicked the back of his head when he could have completely avoided that, it's a shocker.
But it's so dangerous, so dangerous. It was a stupid tackle anyway. So it was absolutely right to get the sending off for it. And if the refs given it as a straight red, there was no hesitation that was a red from the referee. For fairness, VAR have stepped in and double checked it as well, as they rightly should when it's a red card. They've made the call on it also, but I think it's blatant for fans to see as well.
Would you take Big Joe off at halftime, Sam, with him having that yellow card, and think that maybe they're going to target him second half to avoid all risks, or would you give him 10, 15 minutes?
I would. I would take him off, because I think given that they're down to 10 men anyway, I would take him off just to protect him a little bit and, see what we can do anyway. I don't think we are missing qualities enough of one player to sacrifice a Joe Linton. I think we should take him off, protect him. We know that he's fiery anyway. I think we've got enough now, especially now they're down to 10 men, to actually beat this Villa side. Yeah,
absolutely. Chris Remembermore says, brilliant first half again from the lads. Schär looking at his best today. 100% red for Duran. You can't do that in a VAR world. I mean, Schär has played very well. Absolutely. He looks back to his best today. Few dodgy passes. I keep calling you Alex because I'm used to him being on at halftime. You're used to me getting the names wrong anyway, so it's fine. But the thing is, Sam, when you look at the performance, it's been some of the passing midway through the half. There was a spell between, I think, the 10th and the 20th minute where we were all over the place. With some sloppy passing, giving the ball away, not picking our men up. But the good thing is that we've responded from that again.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm encouraged by the fact that it was quite a short spell for us. If it wasn't for that card, then would things have been different? I think so. I think we would have maybe struggled a bit more than we have been, if not. I think what's been interesting for me is Kieran Trippier's performance. I love how he gets forward. He gets forward really great. He gives me a lot of hope that we can actually get some crosses in. He's quite accurate, but then his passing, his possession, like that's where it's lacking. He's rusty. Okay, he needs.
He's
game
massively
time.
Rusty. Yeah.
He really is, and I think we can all see it. But he does have those qualities. I was quite pleased to see him on the starting 11 sheet today. I think what I've particularly noticed about him in the first half is actually what he's doing off the ball. He's actually stopping those interceptions. It's allowing Toon Army to get on the ball a lot more and make those runs forward. So I think if we're screaming at Trippier, just have a look at what he's doing off the ball, because he is contributing.
Indeed. Let me just bring you up to date with all the scores in the Premier League so far today. Of course, Manchester City 1, Everton 1 at the Etihad. Bournemouth 0, Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 1, Fulham 0. Of course, Newcastle 1, Villa 0, Forest 1, Spurs 0, and Southampton 0, West Ham United 0. So not a lot of goals kicking around in the Premier League so far today. In the Championship, you'll be pleased to know the Sunderland are 1-0 down at Blackburn at half-time. Middlesbrough are 3-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday at half-time. So there you go. Yeah, remember what Liverpool did to us last year? Of course, they had 10 men, but I think they're a lot more dominant than what than what Villa are. But Billy's back. Do you feel 5 stone lighter, buddy?
Yes.
The relief.
Take your time with the answer, Billy. Take your time, matey. No pressure.
It's hard. It's hard to kind of. I feel like I've had gas and air.
Wow. Okay. Gas and air.
Oh, my life.
Gas and air. Jesus. What do you think Eddie will say to the lads at half-time then, Sam? Do you think he'll tell them more the same? Let's go and kill the game, or let's be wary of them trying to wind us up?
I think definitely we need to be cautious about keeping our temperament and not letting them get under our skins a lot. Tidying up the passing, the possession was really great, and then suddenly dropped off a cliff. We did manage to turn that around quite quickly, though. So if we do have that spell again, we need to implement the same type of tactic. We need to be able to keep possession, have accuracy in our passing, keep getting the crosses in, because Isak again is just being passenger at the moment, needs more service.
Yeah, 2 players me and Sam said need to be back in the game a little bit more, Billy, is Isak and Murphy. But we understand that not everybody is going to be at a magnificent level game in, game out. It's been a lot of games for these players, and they're not going to be at full tilt every single game, but just get involved a little bit more. Yeah,
I mean, Murphy's it's different without Tina behind him, I guess. Maybe it's more suited for Miggy to come on that side with Trippier behind him.
Billy, you say that every sudden game. What's the matter with you?
But they like playing with each other, don't they?
I don't care.
Isak will come into it at some point. There's no doubt about that for me. But Murphy's a bit concerning. Just about keeping the ball now. Keep the ball. Let them run themselves out of breath and get fatigued and take advantage from there.
I mean, if any of them are having a poo at halftime, Billy, and they get as fatigued as you are, just dropping the bairns off at the baths, I'll tell you what, I'll take that any day.
That was the worst headlock of an otter I've ever had in my life.
Oh, my good Lord. Wow.
I was hanging on for the last 20 minutes of the first half. It was shocking.
I thought you were going to say that I was hanging on to the toilet seat at once. Dear me. Anyway.
Oh, goodness me.
Do you think Sam will wait till Eddie your clock for substitutions, or
100%? You can set your blooming watch by them. Yes, Eddie clock incoming.
Because obviously Manchester United is Monday, so we've got a little bit of extra time, haven't we, before that game? So there is a chance to rest a few. I mean, it's Thursday at the day, obviously, so not a lot of time between now and the Manchester United game itself, but he will want to try and rest a few, surely.
I would assume so, but we can't sleep on even a 10-man Aston Villa side. We still have to have our wits about us, keep the concentration. We can't let our heads drop for a moment, because they will punish us. They are a very strong team despite being down to 10 men. So we need to choose subs very carefully. So I'll be intrigued to see what Eddie comes up with.
Well, they're back on. Villa have taken off Tielemans and brought Ollie Watkins on, so they are definitely trying to fight back. Sam, we'll see you at full time.
Catch us later. Bye.
So Sam will be back with us at half time. Now I just need to put me on solo here and shift me across there like so, and clip on Billy back on there. There we go. Just like the magic of technology. Keith Truscott says, Billy, wash your mouth out. Don't ever mention his name again. Keith's not a big fan of Miggy Almiron, to be fair. Newcastle are back on the pitch. We're ready to go for the second half. Remember, no spoilers in the chat, please, guys. Wait until we have commented on it before you hit that comment button, and we can all talk about it in the chat. But it will be Aston Villa and Ollie Watkins to get us underway. Tielemans going off surprises me, Billy.
It's an odd one, isn't it? Because who's going to feed the bullets for Watkins to shoot from? But
yeah,
I would have talked McGinn or Kamara off to play with a one defensive midfielder.
Yeah. Absolutely, I agree. We're underway again for second half. Let me just get the stadium noise back on again. There we go. Trolls has gifted a Toon Review membership. Thank you very much, Trolls. Very, very kind, my man. As Lewis Hall now has the ball for Newcastle, driving forward down the left. Still in his own half at the moment. And Bruno rolls it to Joe Linton. And now Tonali. Kieran Trippier and acres of space over on that right-hand side. Guy Mowbray is commentating for Amazon, Billy, who is, of course, a Sunderland fan.
Is he?
Yeah. Did a lot for... Do you remember Metro Radio back in the day, Billy? And when it went to Century, did a lot of commentating for Sunderland. Well, he was the main commentator for them.
Lucky.
Oh,
I didn't know
nice.
that.
Yeah.
I know it's BBC's main man, isn't he?
ITV, I think, isn't he? Is
No,
it not
BBC.
Guy Mowbray that commentates on the England games?
No, BBC.
Oh, right, oh, well, but he did commentate for Metro Radio way back in the day, and of course, Century Radio.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Butch, thank you for your super chat. Mad Dog sent off in the tunnel, apparently.
Yeah, so I've read.
Oh.
Kicking off of them with all accounts.
Wow. Okay. Well, I thought there might have been a little bit of a fiery goings on in the tunnel after that first half, especially towards the end of it, of course. However, so Tyndall in the stands now for Newcastle. Ian A says, Paul, the game has started. I know it started.
Got the clock going.
Yeah. Everything's going.
I don't know what you're talking about then.
Here's Anthony Gordon. Cuts inside to Joe Linton. Joe Linton to Tonali. Now Joe Linton sees Bruno. Bruno turns, rolls it into Trippier. Trippier, lovely ball into Isak. Isak spins! Oh, and across the face of goal and turned away. No offside.
Why has he not pulled that back?
I think he tried. I think he played it across the goal, Billy. He's miles onside. It's a great ball from Trippier. Tonali backs off running to the goal line. I think he was expecting him to pull it back to him.
That's what I'm saying. That's the ball, isn't it?
He's clipped. He's just put it across the face of goal and expecting somebody to be there to score. Anyway, it's a corner which Trippier will take. Positive start to the second. In comes Trippier's corner. That's going all the way at the back post and all the way out. I mean, I hate that corner, Billy. Honestly, just this launch to the back post. And they put Bruno there, for God's sake.
Yeah, there's no imagination there when Trippier's on them, so let's be honest.
Christ on a bloody bikey. Anyway, it is what it is, Billy.
It is.
I mean, yeah, Chippers is right. It seems like we've stopped those set pieces we've been doing in training since Trippier's taken back over.
Oh, dear. That looks a bad one.
Yeah, Tonali caught there by Ollie Watkins and took one on the knee. I hope it's just an impact injury, Billy.
Oh, it's just knee to knee, I think.
Yeah, knee on knee, yeah. I don't think Ollie Watkins did anything particularly wrong there, to be fair to him. Just a clash of legs there. As Dan Burn brings it over the halfway line for Newcastle. In straight down the middle. Little 1-2 with Isak. And now Fabian Schär. Trippier. Fabian Schär. Plenty space, as you'd expect with Villa already having 10 men. They can't really press Newcastle as much as they probably wanted to. As Gordon cuts inside. Gordon. Oh, final ball wasn't there. Now Lewis Hall going in on McGinn. McGinn does well. Oh, it's not a great ball by McGinn. Straight to Jacob Murphy. Into the box. Murphy hits it. It's deflected wide for a corner. I thought that was going to nestle, Billy.
I thought it was in.
I thought it was nestling, but unfortunately just went the other side of the post. I'm not sure how close it was. It's an awful ball by McGinn. Well read by Jacob Murphy. He only had an option to shoot, really. It's well wide at the end, but it is one of those that could have caught Pau Torres and gone in the net.
Yeah, it could have.
And given the goal-scoring form Jacob Murphy's on, Billy, I'm not going to have a go at him for having a shot there.
Absolutely.
You just never know where it's going to end. Anyway, now we do another short corner here. Tonali to Lewis Hall. Not really an angle to get a cross in. Has to go all the way back to Jacob Murphy. Murphy to Gordon. Now Bruno. Bruno looks up, fires in across towards the back post. It's too deep for everybody.
I think it's safe to say that was the worst set-piece corner we've done for quite a while.
Well, I think what they were trying to do was give Hall the angle to whip the cross in. But by the time he got the ball back, there was certainly no chance of getting a cross in. And And Bruno's cross is too deep for both Dan Burn and Sandro Tonali. As we see Eddie Howe applauding the move, but it's a move that doesn't come to fruition. Apparently, the Villa analyst has been sent off as well, Billy, so I'm not sure who that is. And Isak's making a run down the left. It was a slip by Konsa, I think, there. And in comes Isak. It's a terrible cross. Really lazy ball from Isak, that. Could have been a lot better. Very annoying, but he's Joe Linton in the penalty area. Left-footed shots, and it scoops it over the bar.
Nice move, just the finish was crap.
Yeah. Not that great for Isak there, Billy. And you know, sometimes you know what this guy's capable of, and you kind of think, come on. Anthony Gordon taken out there by Konsa, but no appeals from many of the Newcastle players for a free kick. And it remains 1-0. I mean, Martinez could take all the time he wants with these goal kicks. It's ridiculous, really. The 1-0 down. Share. That's a good header down to Kieran Trippier now. Trippier flicks it inside for Tonali. It was a poor ball, but Tonali does really well. He's dragged back by Watkins. Free kick to Newcastle.
Terrible from Trippier, though.
Yeah. I think rusty is an understatement for Kieran today.
It is.
As Bruno now brings it forward. Lovely ball out to the left to Lewis Hall. Hall on the edge of the box. Whips a cross in. It's a dynamite cross, but again, nobody there for Newcastle. You just think if Isak just got in those positions, he'd have so many more goals than he's already got.
Yeah.
And now Tonali, who's been absolutely brilliant again for Newcastle. This time Isak comes deep for the ball. Trippier back to Isak and wins a free kick. A throw in. And Anna certainly not holding back with the challenge there. Share has a bit of space now to move into midway through the Villa half. Dan Burn. Out to Lewis Hall. Hall cuts inside. Back to Share. Kieran Trippier and acres of space here. Share went to launch the ball to him, but keeps it. Newcastle certainly very comfortable in possession at the moment. Share being allowed a lot of time to try and figure out a pass. Goes short for Tonali, who then puts it out wide to Trippier. Inside to Bruno. That's good football from Newcastle. Bruno able to turn. Low ball in Isak! And another good save from Martinez.
Fucking brilliant move from Newcastle. Brilliant from Isak. Brilliant from Bruno. But what a save again. How quickly you're down there.
He's got his angles perfectly right there. Brilliant control by Isak. Fires in the shot immediately. Great play by Isak there. Takes it on his left foot.
Off. And now Martinez got down so quick. Yeah, outstanding goalkeeping. Brilliant
goalkeeping there. Once again, which we've seen a couple of times already in this game, and it's still 1-0 to Newcastle. Trippier and Watkins doing battle on the far side there. Watkins forces Trippier out and a throw to Aston Villa. Trippier not happy with that call, but it looked like a throw into Villa, that one. I mean, yeah, some people saying that shot was too close to the keeper, but when you think how quickly he got it away, you know, it's just good positioning by Martinez, that. I mean, it's just instinct for Isak to hit that.
Well, so far, the only really world-class shot that is anyone's got in, so...
Yeah.
You know, he's a bloody good goalkeeper. He's a dickhead, but he's a good goalkeeper.
Yeah. And it's back with him at the moment as he goes long again, looking for the runner. Watkins. Burn is there and nods it down nicely for Hall. Hall being pressed by McGinn. And again, confident play from Lewis Hall. 3 Villa players closing in on him, and he just didn't panic. And Trippier away down the right-hand side. Lays it off to Murphy. Murphy has Bruno. Bruno now. Isak. Murphy. Bruno. This is lovely football again from Newcastle. That's a handball, referee. And the flag is up. I think it is. Has he given offside?
You can't get offside, surely.
Well, that looked like a clear handball from Lucas Dean.
Was it in the box, though?
No. I mean, yes, Isak's offside, but the handball.
He's offside first, don't he?
Yeah. Isak did really well to get a header on that. He had to sort of take it from behind him. And the crowd, again, getting a little impatient with Martinez. But at the same time, why? They're getting beat 1-0.
Yeah, book for that, Anthony, lads.
Well, I don't think he will, because Ollie Watkins did it about 2 minutes earlier and got away with it. Both shirt pulls, which in the rules technically should be bookings. But Anthony Taylor decides not to do it. I mean, that's a booking, Billy. I can't lie. Anthony Gordon should be booked for that, but
for some reason, didn't.
Yeah. I mean, look, Villa can take all the time they want when they're 1-0 down. It's pathetic. As Dan Burn deals with Ollie Watkins again. A little bit of frustration there from Watkins. And Fabian Schär will bring it away for Newcastle. Rolls it out to the right-hand side to Kieran Trippier. Trippier inside to Murphy. Murphy now. He's got Lewis Hall holding his hand up for the ball in acres of space. Murphy's held onto it too long and lost it to Onana. That's poor from Jacob Murphy. And Rodgers now on the ball. Tries to go around Trippier. And he's been given...
He's got the ball, man, referee.
As Rodgers throws himself to the floor.
He got the fucking ball.
Which, as we know, he's good at.
Look at Dean trying to get Trippier like a yellow card, look.
Well, Dean should be booked. If he's trying to get Kieran Trippier booked, and that's what Trippier is saying to him.
Wasn't even a foul.
You've got to be careful, Anthony Taylor.
He's played the ball there, look. Ball.
There's no foul there. He just jumps over Trippier and goes down. Like the cheating twat that he is. And gets Villa a free kick. And this is what they've got to try and make the most of, Billy, when they get free kicks like this.
Yeah, set pieces. Lewis all laughing at him.
Yeah, which he is, because he's a fucking joke. That's what he is. And John McGinn taking up a very interesting position here.
Just go and stand behind him, Martin. You'll get him offside then.
Well, surely he's offside anyway. Now it's a header away by Joe Linton. Not a really convincing one. Here's Rodgers. Whips it back in to Bravka there and takes it. Good catch by the goalkeeper. And he gets on with it quickly to Trippier. But nothing much ahead of Kieran Trippier. Isak's in acres of space calling for the ball, but he doesn't use him. Now Tonali. Lewis Hall. Chance to bring it forward again. Newcastle, though, not coming at a fast pace there, but he is Gordon. Beautiful ball out to the right-hand side for Trippier. Wonderful pass from Anthony Gordon. Back to Murphy. Murphy to Bruno. Trippier. Bruno. Tonali now. Oh, great first touch from Tonali to give him the space. Turns. Only Trippier available for him. Bruno then makes space for himself and plays it in. Brilliant for Murphy. Isak! 2-0! That is fantastic football from Newcastle United. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And it's a tap-in for Isak, and he continues his brilliant form. It's another assist for Jacob Murphy. So go and grab your granny, guys, because she's gone running down the street naked, pissed on Sherry. It's 2-0. What a lovely build-up, Bill, yet again.
It's brilliant. It's Murphy with the assist again. But it's the transportation and play on that far side, the triangles. That Murphy, Bruno, and Trippier played, and Tonali also at times, to get the space, to get the cross in. He's like missing from there. It's a brilliant goal.
It's an absolutely fantastic finish, but a lovely build-up, Billy. Patience on the right-hand side, the little triangle again. Bruno, a beautiful ball through to Murphy. Murphy across. Tap in for Isak. 2-0. How's your father? Where are you, Agbon Lahore? Where are you, Troy Deeney, you brummy scumbags? It's 2-0. And St James's is bouncing by the sound of it. Bang on the hour, Billy. 2-0.
Yeah, and probably deserved as well.
Absolutely. And the E-I-E-I-E-I-O song is kicking around St James's Park. Up the Premier League we go. 2-0. Tonali on the ball now for Newcastle. Rolls it to Bruno. Hey, I tell you what, Billy, we can go and get a couple more. You really stick it up the Villa.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's Toon Army again, heading towards the Villa penalty area. Out to Trippier. Trippier clips it forward to Isak, takes it well in his chest. Little flick to Murphy. Just a little too intricate over there on the far side for the Toon, and Villa play it out well and get rid of the pressure. Torres brings it away. George T, thank you for another super chat. This is a well-worked goal. Indeed it was. Patient build-up. McGinn falls over, and of course he gets a free kick. I think Anthony Gordon muttered the words, "Oh my God."
I think that one was a free kick, to be fair.
I don't think it was, Billy. Who cares? Just Kamara for Villa. 10 fouls apiece in this game so far, Billy. As it's back with Martinez again. Martinez to McGinn. Very closely marked by Lewis Hall. And now they've lost it. Isak can play in Jacob Murphy. Brilliant from Murphy. And plays in Isak. 3-0. Brilliant football, but the flag's up for offside.
What's he passed it to him for?
Why did Murphy not bury that?
Well, we'll have to obviously look at it VAR, but what's he passing that for?
Wow. Wow. I think we've just lost a great chance to go 3-0 up there.
McGinn again with his absolute shithouse.
McGinn, terrible pass. Straight to Isak. Let's have another look. Here's Isak, plays it into Murphy. Murphy does brilliantly there, skips around Torres. That's not offside.
No.
Never in a million years.
Yeah, but the goalkeeper's out in front of him. That's why he's offside.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough. I'll shut up. It's offside, guys. Why did Murphy not just bury that, Billy?
He should have done.
He did really well, taking it past Pau Torres, and then very unselfishly tries to give it to his striker again. But Newcastle playing some awesome stuff here. Murphy back for Bruno. It's blocked. And that's a corner. We are playing some delightful stuff all of a sudden, Billy, again.
We are. Yeah, Murphy there, just not alert. Should have shot.
Yeah.
But the fact Martinez got ahead of the player, even though he was behind the defender. Yeah,
that's still offside, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a stupid rule, is it not?
That's always been the case.
Bollocks to that. Anyway, we have a corner, which Lewis Hall has gone across to take. And he sends an in-swinger. Here it comes, right to the back post again. Burn across! Somehow stays out. Burn again. Bruno, back to Isak. Oh, it's deflected wide for another corner.
Yeah, this could be any score, couldn't it? We look like scoring every time we go forward, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Isak's gone to take the corner quickly. Gordon to Isak to Hall on the edge of the box. Back out to Gordon now. Gordon plays it into Hall. Hall, it's blocked again. And this time the referee gives a goal kick. Lewis Hall is incensed with that decision. But I tell you what, Billy, we could be about 4 or 5-0 up now.
Yep.
Villa genuinely look all over the place. They've run out of gas. They've run out of ideas. And again, straight to Joe Linton. Oh, it's blocked. Murphy hits the bar. It comes to Isak. How have we not scored there? Isak, brilliant skills. And he kills one wide. How on earth is it still 2-0?
I don't know how Murphy's missed that. Again, he's starting to hit the woodwork again. Villa are trying to commit suicide here. I mean, Martin's this time giving the ball away on the edge of his own area. And we still don't put it away. Joe Linton gets inside, gets a good block in. But he's got to score that, Murphy. He has to score it.
Well, Joe Linton really should have just laid it into Bruno, who had a tap in, to be fair, before all that. Unbelievable.
I don't do these.
I don't think so, Billy. Unbelievable.
I mean, it's great defending from Onana, to be fair to him, to get the block in.
It was. John Cook, thank you for your super chat. Let's go finish this rabble off. And then the rest plays for Manchester United. I don't think you'd be thinking about resting players just yet, although we are coming up to 8 o'clock, Billy.
We are.
Trippier through to Bruno. Lovely ball. Murphy in lots of space down the right. And it's 3-on-3 in the middle again. Murphy, just clips the back of you lucky bastard, Conser. And now Rodgers for Villa trying to get out of the their own half at the minute. Rodgers does very well there, but how is that a foul, you bloody idiot, man?
He probably wanted to play the advantage.
Dear me.
He probably wanted the advantage playing him.
Well, he probably did. But I mean, it wasn't even a foul in the first place to play advantage for, Billy, if you're being truthful. I mean, he does well, Rodgers, to continue to hold the ball. Lots of challenges coming in on him, but I don't think there's ever a foul on him. I mean, well, maybe he's Gordon pulled his shorts there.
Anthony Gordon again, yeah.
Great defending by Trippier again. Just that little nod back to the goalkeeper under pressure.
Trippier's been fantastic second half, I have to say.
He has, absolutely. Toon Army now brings it. Look at Lewis Hall on this near side in acres of space. And now Murphy again. He's sacking the middle. A good defending again from Conser. And it's another corner. And it's the Alamo at the minute, Billy, of the Aston Villa goal.
Yeah, we look like scoring every time we go in their half. Brilliant move again. Great cross from Murphy. I think that may have been slightly offside there.
Slightly off. I thought Murphy was, to be honest, Billy. But who cares? We got a corner.
But again, good cover from Conser.
Murphy's come into the game a lot more as well, hasn't he? Second half.
Yep.
Exactly what we wanted to see.
Yep.
And now it's going to be Lewis Hall with another corner. Whipped in. Martinez is there, though, and collects. Too close to him. You can't put the ball like that. He'll catch every time. But Villa, I mean, yes, they've got 10 men, but they just don't look like they can do anything at the minute.
I mean, Rodgers is really trying, isn't he?
He's putting himself about, to be fair to him. He's doing everything he can to get Villa forward.
Oh, that could be him off.
Yeah, Shear's missed the ball here, but the earlier foul on Rodgers.
Was he given a foul for the foul on Rodgers?
Foul on Rodgers, I think. But every time there's a foul now.
They want a second foul, don't they?
Yeah, every time there's a foul, Villa wants a card.
They want a second foul because I think it was Trippier. They want Trippier off. But Rodgers started coming to the game, though, isn't he?
I thought it was Shear.
I think it's Trippier. No, it's not. It's Shear, yeah.
Well, Shear doesn't.
They must have thought it was Trippier then.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Definitely trying to get well, it's every foul, Billy. They're trying to get a player carded as Ross Barkley enters the fray now for Aston Villa. And he has come on in place. Well, Kamara, Cash, and Rodgers all going off. Barkley, Nedeljkovic, and Bailey coming on.
Well, some pace there with Bailey, some nouts with Barkley, and the other bloke I've never heard of, and I don't want to say his name because I can't say it.
Nedeljkovic, Billy. And I'm quite impressed that I can say that, but I can only say that because there is a NHL ice hockey player with the same name, same spelling, and they pronounce it Nedeljkovic, so I'm going with that.
Oh, well, Nedeljkovic then.
But immediately Villa have a free kick in a very, very promising position here to really try and pull one back here. 2-0 Newcastle United lead coming up to 69 minutes. Please do keep subscribing, bottom right-hand corner, as we now push towards 35,000 subscribers. And with your help, we can get there. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying the commentary, guys, because that does massively help the channel. In comes the free kick. It's Shear underneath it. Looks like he was fouled. Referee said no. But Shear did very well against Onana there. In comes the ball again. Driven across. Great defending, Trippier.
See, these chances that we've missed, they sneak one now.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful ball in that by, I think it's Bailey hit that, drove it in, and Trippier keeps his eye on the ball as Watkins had closed in behind him. Trippier got there first to play it over the crossbar, and I've seen them go, any less of a defender, Billy, it's in your own goal.
Yeah, they're starting to push, aren't they, now? The two down, they're down to 10 men, but they've got nothing to lose.
And it's going to be Blue Jackets. Bubba says, are you a Red Wings fan, Paul? Absolutely not. No chance of that. Oh, well played, Martin Dubravka, but he doesn't hold it. And it comes again. And there's big Dan Byrne. And this is the push we'd probably be expecting from Villa.
How far is Martinez? I didn't know how far we're going to be out then.
Yeah, it wasn't the best ball back to him, but Martinez, luckily for Villa, was quite a way off his line. Barely an acres of space on this near side here for Villa. Takes it down well. Now running at Jacob Murphy.
Well played,
Jacob. Murphy does really, really well. It's going to be a corner for Villa, though. I mean, listen, we did expect this push. They've put some fresh legs on. Nothing from Newcastle yet, by the way.
Yeah, we're looking a little bit. Maybe Joe Linson's come off the ball a little bit. Maybe get him off and Joe Willock on, bit of legs in the middle of the park.
I agree. I think we need to make a change. Just freshen it up a little bit. But just keep the concentration. Luca Dean is now going to take the corner for Villa. Left foot in swinger. And that's headed away and headed behind by Isak. It's another Villa corner. Good to see Isak back there defending, Billy.
Yeah.
As the Newcastle fans in full voice, as you'd expect. And there's Luca Dean again. Right into the penalty. Yeah, good punch that by Dubravka. And now Gordon battling with Bailey. Bruno takes it off him. Comes all the way back out to Nedeljkovic, who goes back to Emi Martinez. And he's going to send this long again, as West Ham have taken the lead at hapless Southampton. 1-0, Jared Bourne in the 59th minute. Murphy. Down for Lewis Hall. Lots of space on the left for Isak. Isak screaming for the ball off Lewis Hall. He eventually gets it, but too late in my opinion. Hall has it again.
No, that's a good idea. Take this thing out of the game. Villa were kind of pushing for a little bit there. So
just slowing it down a bit.
Calm things down a bit. Get a bit of rest into the legs. Keep the ball for a little while.
Share. Gordon. Tonali. Nice football this from Newcastle. Brilliant ball by Tonali to Hall. Ball across and it's just cleared away at the last second.
Conser again.
By Conser yet again.
Been outstanding, hasn't he?
What a ball this is from Tonali, though. Through the two Villa defenders. Perfectly weighted for a first-time cross. It was a good ball in by Lewis Hall. And Conser again throwing himself at the last minute. Because I tell you what, Gordon would have had a tap in there, Billy.
Yeah, for those people who've been saying that Conser shouldn't be in England squad, the way he's played today, he definitely should be. He's been outstanding.
Yeah, Gordon's corner is absolute garbage. Straight down the throat of Martinez. You're not. He's going to get them every time. Every single time. Just a shame nobody was sort of coming into the near post there, but he could have flicked that before Martinez got there. Share picks it up now. Joe Linton. Nothing really to the left-hand side at the minute. Gordon's being pulled inside. And it comes all the way to Lewis Hall into his own half again. Back to Dan Burn as Newcastle reset. Share has it now. 18 shots for Newcastle, 6 on target, 3 for Villa, 1 on target, which of course Dubravka made the save on.
And let's not forget we've hit post, we've hit bar.
Yeah.
Hit bar. They don't count as shots on target, so.
Well, you sounded like you're in Coronation Street there, Billy. We've hit post, we've hit bar.
But he's up,
yeah. Share again. Newcastle just patiently building, just knocking it around again, draining Villa, Billy, which is what you mentioned.
Absolutely.
Passing the ball around. I know Villa have made some substitutions, but Newcastle, they've weathered that little bit of a storm, which we knew was coming, Billy. So, oh, what a ball. Share out to the left for Hall. Just can't take it in his stride.
Just slightly overhit, wasn't it?
Throw into Aston Villa. Eddie Howe calling somebody back, Billy. So we are going to see a change very shortly for Newcastle. I'm not sure who it is.
No, I imagine it'll be the likes of
Willock still warming up. Target still
Willock.
warming up. Barnes, I would have thought, yeah.
I wouldn't have thought we'll see Target.
Well, you never know. I mean, he could give Lewis Hall a rest.
I'd rather he didn't against fucking Bailey, to be fair.
Leon Bailey, yeah. Here is Hall. Inside for Tonali. He's got to be quick here. Oh, what a bit of play. And then, that's a good tackle on it for Manana. But Tonali there, absolute class, Billy.
Yeah, unbelievable strength and nous to kind of just play around the one play with one foot. It's outstanding.
Yeah, 3 Villa players around him there. Just knocked one to the floor and said, "Thank you very much. I'll just spin away." Martinez long ball again, looking for Ollie Watkins. Burn and Share, they'll close it out.
2 went for the same ball, that was concerning.
Yeah.
But they got away with it.
It was quite funny how they ended up sandwiching out Ollie Watkins there. I mean, Newcastle, we played well again today, Billy. Yes, there's been periods where, you know, that between the 10th and 20th minute in the first half, I think we got a bit sloppy. But after that,
yeah.
I mean, yes,
don't be surprised if Longstaff's the one that comes on, because he might want to tighten things up.
Yeah. Here's Bruno. Oh, tried the first time ball. Isak's looking so hungry, by the way. Very quiet first half, but what a second half. He's everywhere in this second half.
Impressive press after Newcastle, but even more impressive how they got out of it, Villa.
Yeah.
Give them credit.
Yep.
And now they're
Watkins.
4v3, yeah?
Yeah, Bailey. Nedeljkovic. And good work by Anthony Gordon. It comes back to Onana. Ross Barkley. And Onana again. And Villa just asking a little bit of a question. Here's Trippier's miles out of place. And I thought it was an own goal from Fabian Schär. Trippier's actually injured. I wondered where Trippier was, but he's gone down straight away. Joe Linton is suggesting a substitution. Trippier can't even run, Billy. Yeah, Trippier's signaling a substitution. Now, we don't have Livramento here.
No, I imagine it'll be Murphy back to right back.
Yeah.
And maybe Miggy on or Barnes.
Stop saying Miggy, will you, Billy?
Or Longstaff. Or Target.
Yeah, it's the end of the game for Trippier, no doubt about it. He signaled straight away change.
His Target.
Matt Target is going to make an appearance, ladies and gentlemen, as is Joe Willock, as is Harvey Barnes. So I wonder, I mean, is it going to be Matt Target the right back, or will he put Lewis Hall the right back?
I honestly don't know. Depends until we see who comes off. I think surely he's going to put Murphy back to right back, surely.
Well, it is Trippier who's gone off. He's had a brilliant second half. Jacob Murphy's
off,
coming
so
off
yeah,
as well.
Target the right back, I imagine.
Yeah. Well played, Jacob. Another assist for him today. Harvey Barnes, who will, of course, go right-hand side, I would have thought. And I would think Joe Linton for Willock, Billy.
I would think so.
Although it hasn't been confirmed yet. There's Willock. Who the bloody hell's come on for?
Joe Linton's still on there, so maybe it's Isaac. Maybe it's Isaac and Gordon gone. No, it's Gordon.
No, Gordon's gone off. Okay. Fair enough. That's definitely in preparation for Manchester United. Give them a bit of break as Villa have a corner. Share heads it away. Agent of Tech has been a member now for 1 year on the channel. Thank you so much, buddy. God. Is it me or is it snowing? Oh, dear me. As Villa have a chance with Pau Torres just wide.
Free header, though.
It was. Probably should have done better. Good work again on the left-hand side, and really should be putting that on target.
I mean, you've got Dan Boone watching him do that header, and
Villa making another change here.
Buendia can come on now for the final kind of throw out the dice.
And it's John McGinn going off.
Off you go, Roland.
I'm not really upset to see McGinn go off, to be honest. But Buendia, he can be a player on his day. He's just not consistent for me.
He's a rat and all, isn't he? One rat for another.
Well, Matt Target is right back for Newcastle United. Joe Linton now. Nice ball into Lewis Hall. And now Willock can get on his bike against Onana. And Onana does well. I mean, give credit to Villa, Billy. They've not given up the ghost.
Of course, I haven't. I mean,
they've kept going.
Well, the reason why is because we've had that many chances we've just let go. You know, open goals and all sorts being missed.
Yeah.
And they probably thought, why not go for it? They don't want to kill the game off. We'll do ourselves.
Fulham have equalised at Stamford Bridge. Tonali now for Newcastle. Little 1-2s with Lewis Hall. And then across to Fabian Schär, who's in plenty space on the halfway line. Bruno. It's great to see him keeping Tonali on the pitch now for full games, Billy.
Yes.
But to be honest, Bruno and Tonali still look fresh as daisies at the minute. They're not really looking down on the haunches or tired or anything.
No,
so
Tonali still wants the ball at every other opportunity, doesn't he?
yeah, you've got to keep your main players on the pitch, especially when it's 2-0, there's 10 minutes to go. You're playing against 10 men when you know what Liverpool did last season, of course.
Yeah.
Here's Joe Linton now on this near side. Looking to get the byline, cuts back in on his right. Little pass into Willock. Now Tonali. Tonali. Oh, what a ball! Lewis Hall to the byline, whipped across, and it's Barnes, and it's off the line, and then it's deflected off Bruno and in. And Bruno's made it 3-0. Constance blasted it off Bruno into the back of the net. But again, it was an absolutely lovely move. And that's absolutely brilliant. And it's time to go and grab your granny and be quick because she wants to go and grab Agbon Lahore's wife and make love to her. It's 3-0 to Newcastle. Well, VAR are looking this for offside or handball or anything they can do to deny Newcastle United a goal here.
No offside there.
There's not even a hand. It's not a handball by Bruno either. It's blasted into him. How the hell can he do anything about that?
Well, if it's hit his hand, they'll disallow it, wouldn't they? But I don't think he did. I think it's hit his chest. There you go.
Yeah,
off his side.
back.
Yeah.
The goal is given. It's 3-0 to Newcastle United. Thank you very much.
Very lucky goal, but however, the bit of play between Lewis Hall and Sandro.
Oh, no, they've disallowed it, Billy.
What?
What's that disallowed for?
I don't know. Unbelievable.
Well, that's unbelievable.
There's no offside there.
Well,
must have been handball.
Sure. Well, it wasn't handball, Billy. It hit his back. They must have given it for offside. Had to. There's no other reason. Here's Bruno, and he wants a goal desperately, and he fires over the bar. He'll not be happy, Billy, but unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Well, we're going to see it here now. So he blasts it. It's off his elbow.
Oh, it's off his... How can he... His hand's by his side.
It don't matter, does it? When it's a goal.
Oh, that's bullshit, Billy.
If it had been a penalty at the other end, it wouldn't have counted because it was his hands down, but it doesn't work at the other end of the pitch. What's Willock doing here?
Oh, Willock taking too much time there. Buendia for Villa. That's a joke of a rule in that, Billy.
Unbelievable, yeah. The rules are different at different ends of the pitch. Pathetic.
I mean, Consta literally blasted it as hard as he could to clear it off the line, and it hits Bruno. Oh, that's terrible, that. Like, I mean, Jesus, some of these rules in our game are absolutely terrible. Great work from Cher again, and cleared by Tonali. Looking for the run of Willock. It was almost a sensational pass, that, Billy. And now it's back with Martinez again. And, well, Villa know they've got to push, and Isak wins it. That's a foul! He couldn't have passed him, man!
They're booking for dissent here.
You absolute wet end! Dear God!
That's shit.
I mean, it gets to the point, Billy, where you think, what's Bruno supposed to do there? Hack his arm off?
It's just a shit law, isn't it? As I say, if it's at the end of the pitch and he's blocked it, then it's not. Then it's not a penalty because his arm's down by his side. But any hand in a goal scoring motion, they just allow it.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Back to 2-0. But we're inside the last 6 minutes of normal time now. And Leon Bailey does well out to the left-hand side. Barkley. And Barkley across to Onana. But again, Newcastle just sitting deep, Billy. Saying to Villa, well, you can have the ball there. By all means, you're going to do nothing to hurt us there. 5 minutes to go. Still Newcastle 2, Villa 0. Could have been 6 or 7 in the second half. Barkley, nice move by him. Plays it out to the left-hand side again. And who is there to play the ball away but Sandro Tonali? He's just everywhere at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just cover wherever you want him to be. He's just an outstanding player.
Yeah. And Lucas Dean gets the best of Matt Target there, plays it inside, but Bruno is there for Newcastle. But Bruno's had the ball pinched off him, but there's Dan Burns, size 25, to clear it for Newcastle, only as far as Anana. Clipped out to the left again. Villa desperately trying for something here. Here's Barkley. And good work from Matt Target there. Throw to Villa. Luca Dean trying to get the cross in, but Target did well. Stuck on him like glue there, Billy, and made sure that there wasn't a cross coming in.
Yeah, got a nice footing.
Pau Torres now to Ross Barkley. Barkley now sends the ball into the box, and Dubravka claims that very, very comfortably. And he rolls it to Fabian Schär. Another strong performance today, Billy.
Yes, we played very well. Probably haven't been as lethal as we have been over the past couple of games, but we played some really good stuff.
The problem is when you go against 10 men, it can be very difficult.
But we've had the chance to score 4 or 5 more, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Murphy's scored. We've had our own goals that we've failed to take chances of. But that's been hypercritical, really, because, I mean, in the main, the football's been great. We've been the better side for virtually all the game.
Harvey Barnes now for Newcastle to Bruno. Again, camped in Villa's half. Bruno, beautiful ball out to the left-hand side to Hall. Takes it down on his chest, flicks it into Joe Linton now at the byline. Joe Linton has to turn. He's been pulled back, left, centre, forward. Conser really all over him, but Joe Linton sticks out that big tractor's ass, and you shall not pass. Here's Tonali. Good ball across to Fabian Schär. This is shooting range for the defender. Plays it into Bruno, though. He goes on a run, does Schär. Isak flicks it on. Schär, back to Isak. Isak, back to Schär. Schär, trying some wonderful one-touch football. And the flag has gone up for some strange reason. I think it might be offside. But the confidence there, Billy, is there for all to see now. We're playing with freedom.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, here goes Conser, who I think has been Villa's best player by a country mile today. I mean, Martinez has made some saves, Billy, but Conser's been superb, blocking crosses, blocking shots, clearing balls. He's done everything.
Yes, he's been outstanding. Yeah, last kind of interceptions and tackles.
Yep. Unai Emery, not looking like a happy man today. And the ball with Bruno. And Harvey Barnes has made a brilliant run down the right-hand side. Bruno picks him out. Fabulous ball. Buendia's come back to challenge Harvey Barnes. Barnes. Bruno. Oh, great play by Bruno again. Just dragging Villa players to him, creating space for his teammates. Burn now. Matt Target. Schär. And now Tonali. Newcastle as comfortable as you want to be here. Schär. Lovely ball out to Isak on the left-hand side here. Isak heading towards the penalty area. Goes to the byline. It's brilliant from Isak. He tries to shoot. And to be honest, I don't know what that was from Alexander Isak.
To a corner to them than it was to the goal.
Well,
Martin isn't even laughing. He said, "Did you shoot then?" He went, "Yeah."
I mean, if ever there was an opportunity to pull the ball back, it was there. But, well, look, it's 2-0. We're inside the last minute. And when you've got a striker as Isak just keeps scoring goals, doesn't matter whether they're tap-ins or long shots, it's the fact that he's scoring goals every single game, Billy.
Yep, every single game.
And we have an additional 5 minutes. Oh, Bruno, brilliant. And sets Willock away. And now Willock gets on his bike. He has Isak ahead of him. Joe Willock plays it forward for Isak. Left-hand side of the penalty area. Looking for options here as Alexander Isak gets it from Bruno. Bruno Couple of touches. Looks to try and get a shot away, but good defending by Bailey. Still Bruno has it. Shot blocked. Target plays it out to Barnes. Barnes inside for Bruno. There's a man on him. Bruno still has it, though.
Target, you planked.
Yeah, Matt Target's clearly not on the same level as the rest of this team here. And Bruno just looked at him as if to say, well, what the hell?
Go on,
that's a shocking ball. And here comes Joe Linton. Joe Linton into the box. Joe Linton scores! What a hit from Big Joe! And it flies past Martinez. Not sure if it took a deflection or not, but it's 3-0 to Newcastle. And go and grab your granny because she's going to raid the fridge for that Christmas trifle, which, of course, is made with a bottle of sherry. It's 3-0. Yeah, try and rule that one out, Billy. Awful pass from Manana.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4 or 5 times I did not give the ball away, and Joe Linton with his right foot just rockers it in the top right corner. Even Emmy Martinez can't get sniff of it. But I don't know what Hernandez is doing.
Billy, I don't think it did, actually.
I don't think it did. I think it's straight in.
Yeah, it's the way he hits it.
Oh, it's a fantastic strike.
Oh,
and
breathtaking strike.
Billy Boy's predicted, if it stays like this, Billy Boy's predicted the result for once.
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. No deflection. It's just a beautiful curled shot into the top corner. Pick that one out. Well, maybe it's a slight deflection, if any, but who cares? It's 3-0. It's in the back of the net. George, thank you for another super chat. Yes, says George. Absolutely. This one is over and done with, ladies and gentlemen. Unai Emery looks very perplexed and a beaten man, Billy.
Well, they may have finished 4th last season, but they're not in the same league as us.
Yeah, by the way, Fulham have nicked it at Chelsea as well.
Oof.
Great work from Lewis Miley, who's now on the pitch for Bruno, I believe. Asula's on the pitch as well for Isak. These, by the way, have not been confirmed yet, but Miley's on the ball now, and I can definitely see Asula up front.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a bleach, hasn't he?
Yeah. Dan Bernardo on the ball. Tonali. And Willock. Back to Lewis Hall. Hey, Billy hasn't brought Longstaff on today.
No. I mean, what's a minute going to give Will Asula? Seriously. Apart from a win bonus.
Simon Yorkshire says Bournemouth have drawn, so we are up to 5th.
Good stuff.
Hey, there you go. Top 5, eh? It was doom and gloom a few weeks ago, Billy.
Well, I did say that in the games that we've got, if you can get through them.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I think people's minds are going to change. And
yeah. Jock Barr, thank you for a super chat. He says that was just sublime. Oh, I mean, now the Oles are ringing around St. James's Park as we just knock it around. Villa have got nothing left now. Ian Fleming, great game and great commentary, guys. Thank you, Ian. And just blow your whistle, ref. This game is so done. Here's Asula. Very heavy. Yeah, man, that was a terrible touch. And that was awful from Asula, Billy. I'm sorry, but dear God.
No, I missed it. I was looking down at the...
And there goes Asula's won it in the box. Great play by Asula. I just couldn't pull it back to Harvey Barnes. As Villa now try and break away to get some sort of consolation, but Matt Target steps in. Willock. And we're in the final 10 seconds of additional time. And literally at walking pace here. Norman McKenna is a new member of the channel. Thank you for your support, Norman. And there it is. The final whistle. And Newcastle United continue their fantastic run of form with a thumping of Aston Villa now by 3-0. Superb again, Billy.
Yeah, an outstanding performance. Some great football made. Villa's indiscipline has cost them maybe a couple of goals there with Joan being sent off. But on the whole, Newcastle United were the best side from minute 1 to minute 90, with 3 great goals in the process. One disallowed, one hit the bar, a couple of open goals they should have scored and didn't. But all kind of marshalled by Sam Johnson. Well, Brunali in the middle of the park.
Brunali again, yes, indeed. David Noble, thank you for your super chat. This is a nice way to wake up for a night shift. Get in, lads. Well, there you go. Absolutely. Comprehensive, Billy, I think is the word there.
Absolutely comprehensive.
Comprehensive and a stylish win. Nick Thornton, brilliant performance, says Nick. Brilliant result. Brilliant commentary. Thank you, Nick. Spike Milligan, bring on Manure. Dan Robinson, thank you for yours. Man City 7th, Spurs 11th, Man United 14th. Is this the end of the cartel? Well, I tell you what, we've got a big opportunity to go and absolutely bury Manchester United, Billy.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Joe Linton and Mason Morgan Rogers have made things up. A nice little hug there. But very sporty at the end there. I mean, it's...
Yeah, it is.
Villa and us are kind of in the same boat with the PSR and the cartel against us.
Yeah.
But I think we might be competing for the one spot, which is unfortunate for them.
Well, it could be close. It could be close. Jack says should have been 4 with that Bruno goal disallowed was disgraceful. It was a shocker. It was a shocker.
It's stupid laws.
Yes, but it's a shocking law, Billy.
I agree.
It's a disgraceful law, quite frankly. Let me just put this back there. There we go. I'll move me along so I'm not so... There you go. I think we've got another membership. Yep. Ian McCubbin, a member for 18 months on the channel, is absolutely buzzing with this result. And we should be. You know, we should be buzzing at the minute. We are flying as Newcastle United. Absolutely flying right now.
Yep.
And there's no reason to not think positively, Billy, about where we can go here.
Well, exactly. He started playing players in their own positions, which to me is the key to it all. Play players where they're used to playing week in, week out.
Yeah.
We do that, we win games. When he starts tampering things and playing players out of position, when we start looking a bit slack, a bit lazy, a bit lackadaisical, and not good enough in the position to kind of do damage. Since we've been playing Murphy on the right and Gordon on the left and everyone in the right positions, we're winning games for fun. It's no coincidence for me.
And not just the win today, Billy, but the performance. And if you look back to the times anybody's gone against 10 men, it's always very difficult because they sit tight, they block. But our football, it was the patient way we built up, especially that second goal. It was so patient to build up, and then we strike brilliantly.
Yeah, we were drawing them out, weren't we? They were man short, just draw the extra man out, get the ball in and be lethal with it. And those 4 on that far side of the pitch, the right side there, Tonali, Bruno, Murphy, and who was the other one? Was it Trippier, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All involved in getting the ball across. And when Murphy played it across to Isak, I'd have scored that. You'd have scored that. And Isak definitely scored it. So that's 11 goals from the season. I think that's maybe 5 or 6 on the trot he scored, isn't it?
Yeah, at least. He just seems to, whether it's a tap in, whether it's a long shot, it doesn't bloody matter. He's absolutely on fire right now. C Bubble says Bruno just blanked. Hang on a minute, let me get back to that. Bruno just blanked Eddie's handshake.
I won't read too much into that.
Bruno probably just didn't see him. Let's not make something out of something that isn't there, guys. Anyway, the final scores in the Premier League: Man City 1, Everton 1, Bournemouth 0, Palace 0, Chelsea 1, Fulham 2, Newcastle 3, Villa 0, and Forest 1, Spurs 0. Spurs did have a sending off as well. Spence sent off for them in the 94th minute.
Ex-Forest as well.
Yeah, Forest continue their run. Now, the way the table looks now is Liverpool obviously first, Chelsea still in second, Forest up to third, Arsenal stay fourth, Newcastle up to fifth. Apart from that,
who cares?
You got Bournemouth, Man City, Fulham. We're flying. We're having a very nice time at the minute, a very nice time. And West Ham still lead at Wolves by 1-0. They are well into injury time in that game as well. So I mean, Southampton look like they're heading down, Billy. There's no way back for them, is there?
No.
We also have a Lady Sam joining us. Sam.
Yes.
Very, very good performance.
Great performance. Second half, I think we saw more of our key players coming to life. Isak came into it a lot more. Trippier seemed a lot more comfortable and confident on the ball as well. So really, really happy with that. I think the one thing that we still need to polish is just that finish, that like the amount of shots that we had, I think by the 70th minute, 18 shots by the 70th minute. Like need to do better, but we're getting the score line. We're defending great. Happy with that.
You know what, Sam? I don't really mind it, given that a few games ago we weren't even getting any shots. So it has changed, because we can see them actually getting the ball now and wanting to shoot, aren't they? They're getting their heads up, they're taking chances. Even when the shots are going wise, at least they're hitting the ball. Ian Badman, thank you for your super chat. Great win. I'm flying high. Up to 5th, Sam.
I know. I'm so buzzing. Absolutely great. For a Boxing Day as well. This is just absolutely outstanding. I think we've had some great performances in this game. I think this has been a real sort of turn for our season after a very difficult and challenging start. And I think, Billy said it during live commentary, this is going to change a lot of people's minds about the team, about Eddie in particular. So yeah, really great to see a man for me making the difference. Toon Army, my goodness, what a world-class player.
Yeah, he's just fantastic, isn't he? Ian Badman, thank you for gifting 5 Toon Review memberships. That's very kind, my friend. And Tommy O, thank you for your super chat. Even though Bruno did not get a goal, Joe Linton made up for it. Means a lot when a Brazilian scores against that Argentine goalkeeper. It'll mean a lot to them. Yeah, I mean, that Bruno disallowed goal was a bit of a farce, wasn't it, Sam? It's just a stupid rule, that, isn't it? I mean, where's he supposed to put his hand? Like, tear his arm off?
It was in his side, but rules are rules, unfortunately. But I mean, for me, when we hear like transfer rumors about Bruno, it just, I scratch my head. You saw the way he celebrated getting that goal. Bloody hell, he absolutely loves this club. Loves this club. Poo decision, but Joe Linton wins it back for his bestie. Happy with that.
And the thing is, Billy, we talk about, where we were in the league a few weeks ago, 13th, 14th position down there. We were all saying, who are we going to attract to bring in the winter window because of our league position? If we beat Manchester United on Monday, then the window opens. We could be in the top 3. And if that's the case, that is going to be a real attraction to players.
100%. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? There's a project definitely happening. And if we're kind of top 5, top 4, top 3, people are going to be encouraged by that and thinking that they can contribute, make a difference, and push us over that line.
Yeah.
If you've got the money to spend, that is.
Well, let's just wait and see, Billy. We will have. John Cook says, I have been Eddie out, but huge credit to him and the players. They've been sensationally good lately. Love it. How are the lads? Listen, Eddie's got to take a lot of praise, because what Eddie's done is he's responded to being a little bit under pressure. He probably would have realised it. And listen, Eddie himself would put pressure on himself and know that it hasn't been good enough. But I just got the feeling that when the players were being interviewed a few weeks back and they were talking about consistency and playing the lower league teams and that the attitude wasn't right, they've done something about it. And they now have, Eddie himself, he's not tinkering around too much with the team. He's just playing. He knows the team are flowing and playing well as a group. And then he's only making changes that really he has to make. And now it's coming to fruition. We're playing really well. His substitutes, are they getting better? I don't know. I think he made changes today at the right time, in my opinion. And there you go. He's got to take praise. We've thumped Aston Villa today. I don't care whether that's 10 men or not. Sometimes playing against 10 men can be a very, very difficult situation. But we played against some very, very good players in Villa today, and we battered them. It could have been 5 or 6 in that second half had we took the chances, like Sam says, and we just keep going. It's fantastic to watch. Nick Thornton says PIF must spend in January to capitalise now. And Ian Hogg, thank you for your super chat. Go on, Sam.
Yeah, I just probably want to say something on that, and hands up, I'm how out. I know that a lot of people are still on the fence. Everybody loves him. I love him as a person. I think he's great in press conferences. Speaks very well. He clearly does have something magic about him, and this team do want to play for him. My concern about Eddie is those lessons learned. It takes too long for him to get to grips with what he needs to do. Those in-game decisions, they seem to be hard to come by. So when we're doing well, everybody's, Eddie in, he's the man to take us further. It's in the tough games where we actually learn of what someone's caliber is. And that's what concerns me about Eddie Howe. So yes, I remain in the Eddie Howe out camp. Bold to say after a win.
I'm really surprised at that, Sam.
I've nailed my colours to the masts on this. Change my mind, Eddie. Change my mind. But it's down to those in-game decisions still.
Well, these next couple of games coming up, Billy, will, I guess, people will decide whether they're ready in or out. The next couple of games, you got Manchester United, and then is it Spurs?
Yeah, Spurs away then, isn't
it? So, two very difficult away games coming up, and I think if we come through them with shining colours, then I can't. I mean, I must admit, I'm surprised you're still there, Sam. We're fifth in the table. But again, I'm not going to slate anybody for being manager in or out. It's everybody's opinion, and they're entitled to it. I'm just looking
at the
forward.
End of the season.
Yeah. I can just see people. If this team keeps playing the way it's playing, and we keep the motivation levels up and the attitude levels up, I think the world is our oyster this season. Given that everybody's writing us off in the Carabao Cup as well, I really think we can give Arsenal a game. I genuinely believe that. So I think we've got a lot to look forward to, still in the FA Cup, of course. The league, we're fifth now. We're moving in the right direction. Everything's changed around. And we said it was a big time for Eddie because everything needed to change. But not just Eddie. The players themselves needed to respond. And we've seen a response from everybody, Bill.
Well, I think the manager's starting to put them in positions where they can make the change.
Yeah.
Where instead of playing Harvey Barnes on the right, starting him there. Anthony Gordon through the middle, starting him there. Playing players out of position. You're not giving them the best chance to make a difference and, make them look in their best light.
Yeah.
Now he's playing them in the right position. He's getting results. It's no coincidence. It took him a little bit too long to get there. But like Sam says, and when we get a bit of adversity, we need to revert back to that.
Yeah.
Where we see him panicking, changing things every 3 minutes. Trippier to right back and then to left back and to right back, swapping with Livramento at the time.
Yeah.
It's when the adversity comes where we'll really know about Eddie Howe. So for now, I'm still slightly over the fence of Eddie Howe out as well. But I'm close to the fence I've been for a long time, I must be honest.
Dan says, I agree with Sam. We need to do this consistently. There you go. But I tell you what, I'm delighted. I mean, I'm absolutely delighted with the turnaround. And it's not just the goals that we're scoring, but it's the performances. It's the way we're passing the ball around. It's either a quick counter-attack or it's a very patient build-up. But what I'm loving at the minute, Sam, is you can see the players making runs now. Earlier in the season, there was no sort of, I guess, there was no fire in the bellies to make the runs, and now there is
because they're in the wrong places.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. But now everybody's in the right place. The team's gelling. The passing's great. We are creating those chances, Sam.
Absolutely, 100%. And I think for me, it's giving the team time to get cohesive, find those partnerships of play, playing those nice little triangles. We saw the likes of Trippier even contributing and creating space for us as well. And Billy's absolutely right, putting the players in their preferred positions. They're going to play out of the skins when they know that they're in the position that they like to be, because that gives us confidence. What we're seeing now is play with heart, with passion and self-belief. And I think that was missing massively at the beginning of our season. Now we've got some steam in the engine and we're absolutely going for it. This is what we've needed all season long. I'm thrilled that it's here now. So, yes, I'm still Eddie Howe out, but I'm Toon all the way through. I want to see this team do well. I want to see Eddie do well. And we've just landed on some magic sauce at the minute. So let's keep it going.
Well, the thing is, for me, I've just seen a comment come in there saying we were the sending off helped us massively because Villa were on top of that part of the game. Look, Villa, we started well. Villa came back in the game. I think at the time of sending off, we just started to turn the screw a little bit more again. So, look, I'll say it again. 10 men are very difficult to play against. And that happened against whichever game you watch. When somebody goes down to 10 men, it's a difficult task because everybody expects the team with 11 men to dominate the game. It all depends on how you play against that 10 men and the attitude that you have against that 10 men. And everything was right from Newcastle today. The attitude was right. The football was right. We created loads of opportunities, especially in the second half. So no complaints to me. Villa are a very good side with 10 or 11 men. And they showed that at times when they put a little bit of pressure on, asking a few questions. But we weathered the storm and weathered it very, very well. Coach Austin says, I think if Man City stay out of form, we can finish top 4. Looking at this table. Yeah, but it's all down to us. It's all down to us to have the right attitude every game. Because hopefully a couple of additions in January, Billy, and we'll have a very decent squad to give it a go.
Yes, absolutely. If we can pull in those 2 players or 3 players that we really want, then who knows where we could finish. I mean, it might not be a case of top 4. It might be top 3. It might be top 2. Who knows? I mean, Chelsea stumbled today. Arsenal aren't exactly flying. They've got Saka injured. It's only the Liverpool, really, that are running away with it. They're the only ones that, for me, are kind of nailed on for the top.
Yeah, Liverpool actually look like champions, don't they? That's the difference. Geordie Dan says, in Eddie, we trust. A lot of people will be. A lot of people still not. And that's fine. You know, I think you still got to prove a little bit when, you go to the likes of Manchester United, you go to the likes of Spurs. But everybody said today that Villa would be a test after the good form we've shown. Villa are one of the better teams in the Premier League, and we have to go out there and do it. And we did it. So that's the main thing. Right, tomorrow night we've got the match review. There's no TDR Friday until next week now because we need to get the review in. And then Sunday night will be obviously the preview of the Manchester United game, which is on Monday. So thank you, everybody, for watching Matchday Live today. Thank you for your super chats. Just got another one in there from EH saying, Sam, don't celebrate when we win the cup or top 4. Why? Don't be stupid.
Sod off, man.
Everybody
It's ridiculous. Of course I'm going
to. Sam's not the only one
still on
that side. Don't be ridiculous. They're just petty remarks.
Listen,
man. Come on, Christ.
I've justified my stance. Like, if we were still performing the way we were when we first started in this season and last season as well, we were doing polls which were so close to call in terms of where people were. Yeah. Somebody I stand behind what I believe. I need to see that he's not a fair weather manager. That's all I'm saying. That doesn't mean I don't want to celebrate when I see my team winning, like today, like when we're going to get this cup, like when we're going to get in Champions League positions. That's, of course I want to. That way, man.
It's like a cult at times. I think I've just seen a comment there saying there isn't Eddie Howe cult. Say anything against him and they'll come down on you with a ton of bricks. But Jesus Christ, man. Sam's backed up her opinion. And that's the main thing. Sam's had a backup as to why she's still thinking like that. And Eddie can change that opinion. So there you go. But thank you for your super chats and your memberships. And, of course, mods, you've been brilliant. Thank you to Billy and, of course, Lady Sam. We will see you all again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the match review. We'll give you our play ratings, take a deeper dive, and then look forward to it all over again over the weekend. So thank you very much. And, of course, a big thank you to our sponsors, Mamaroo Records. Thank you for the sponsorship. If you can't get in to see them in Whitley Bay, click that link at the top of the description and have a look at their online shop. Music, vinyls, CDs, merchandise, sporting merch, gift cards. They've got it all. One more super chat just come in there from Dogwood's Tonsorium. If this keeps up through the next 4 games, then I don't see how people would still be able to be in the How Out camp, especially if we can put a performance in the Cup semis. Yeah, that's what's going to change it.
That's a fair comment.
Yeah, of course it is. So there you go. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Boxing Day, and we'll see you all again tomorrow night. In the meantime, it finishes in another 3 points for the Toon. Newcastle 3, Villa 0. Good night.
Sub on the toy.